Damn, I didn't mean to hit that button twice. What's up out there in YouTube world? Oh man. So let me share something with y'all here for a second. What's up, little emu? Deb. Share something with y'all. Does that look like country rap to y'all? I do with the star on his head. Does that look like country rap to y'all? Hey, Lisa. Let's go to Chop's channel. However the hell you spell it. Now, keep in mind, these are the people that's dying to be the face of country rap right now. Hey, and no disrespect to white folks. No disrespect to that dude at all. But ain't none of that country. None of it. And then they wonder why, like the old generation had such a problem with rap music, right? It's almost like they could kind of foresee the future of the way the thing's going. Does that lose that? I don't know, man. I have no idea, but it ain't wanting to load up, is it? I'll tell you what it is. It is fucking a disgrace. That's what you want your people following. That's the example that you want people to follow. Is that dude? It's like, what the fuck, man? And here's Emu, here's the thing, right? They've all stole somebody else's idea. That was Hickerbilly's idea to do a country rap thing. And they think that it's just an easy way in. Like, we're just going to sit back and let them represent the country folks and not say nothing about it. That's not country, man. So when is it that we've gotten from, selling dope and being a thug and accepting it as country way of life? There's nothing about that country. And see, they want everybody just to sit back and not say nothing. Dude, that's just wild to me. But hey, chase that clout. Because that's all it is. It's just one big clout chase. They think they're going to get farther ahead in social media or something. They don't realize how much of a clown they look like doing that. Ain't nothing about that country. Maybe I can get it to load up now. And I'm gonna play. I kind of thought it was interesting that my white folks talked a little different last night on the White Boys channel, didn't they? That's just sad, man. What's up, C? What's happening? I guess I didn't share it. I'm gonna share this shit.
Hell yeah.
Let's
Man, shout out to A-Cal too, bro. I seen Adam over on his channel shouting out his album coming out, man. Shout out to you, bro.
Whoa! Is that coincidental?
That's coincidental right there.
Let me back this up.
He's a motherfucker. That's coincidental right there.
Why I didn't back up?
Oh,
hey, Adam 22 is a morphodite.
Whoa, is that coincidental? That's coincidental right there.
Hey, he's a morphodite. I don't know if he wants to be a bitch or a dude.
He's a hermoistonite. Hermoistonite.
What's up with all these dudes dyeing their fucking beards too? I mean, what the fuck is that all about? They'll probably strike this video over this, but I don't give a fuck. This is the same guy. When it'll play. I don't know how long.
You have a viral clip going around and you say that you feel like you're a nigga. And people...
No, I ain't never said I feel like nothing. I am that I am, and who I ain't, I'll never be.
You're not a nigga. You don't consider yourself a nigga.
I am that I am, and who I'm not, I'll never be. I'm not putting on, I'm not acting. What you see, what you hear is what you get.
What you heard.
This is me.
What you heard.
Wholeheartedly, 100%. And whoever don't believe it or think it, do the research.
You have a viral clip going around and you say that you feel like you're a nigga. And people...
No,
yeah, he got a viral clip of
said...
him getting his ass whooped too and not standing up and fighting back.
I don't like that bitch, yo. Hey, yo. I don't like that bitch.
We're a mob. We're a mob. Them in Chicago, the folks.
Hold on, Debo.
Chicago G.
They in the city.
They in the city.
Hey, tell them I said 7, 12, 8, 12, 16, 13, 12. Whole lot of bullshit. Never no long shit. You don't call master if we don't get it.
That's white folks, man. Get up on it if you don't know, man.
All right, hold on.
Man,
Now, how can you even bring that dude around country rap? I'm just wondering.
Man, you Halloween already.
But when you chasing Clout, you talk to anybody. You associate yourself with anybody.
Black, yellow bees and looking at. I'm gonna beat his ass up.
Few moments later.
Bitch, did I tell you stop playing me, bitch? Did I tell you white folks? My name ain't Clout, bitch. I will hurt you, bitch.
I kill it.
Fuck is wrong with people?
You fucking up. Look at he's tripping right here.
He doing what?
He's tripping.
He fucking up. Hold on. He doing what?
He fucking up.
He fucking up.
Hello, world.
Hello, world. Good night, America.
On who?
Who? I swear to God. I swear to God. When I knock you out, I'm gonna stick my finger in your booty. I'm gonna stick my finger in your booty. When I knock you out, I'm gonna stick my finger in your booty.
I stamped that.
Come on, D.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Now you running.
On who?
I can't watch no more of that shit. Ain't nothing about that dude country. Yeah, a bunch of gay shit. And that's who Chop Easy and them trying to promote for the Redneck Rave. But remember now, he gonna stick his finger in your booty. Yeah, because they want to be gang affiliated. That's exactly right. Ain't nothing about them boys country. And you know, hey, I've asked a question the other day, and I still would like to know the answer. Who was his old lady? And when I say his old lady, I mean Justin's old lady. When she said, there's an artist that I could out right now at ruining his career. Who was she talking about? And what was she talking about? Y'all think about that for a minute. Because you know good and well Justin pimped that girl out. But it's funny. They trying to call Hosier out about some shit that nobody really knows anything about. But they damn sure don't clean their own closet out, do they? He's a meat cleaver of Memphis. Listen, no disrespect that dude. He's living his life or whatever, but that shit's not country, man. And they trying to represent our people. And nobody's calling that shit out. They just letting them go live every night and not keeping them people in order. They want to put that shit in front of our kids. That ain't cool, man. I don't want my kids out there toting guns and selling dope and killing people. Since when did that shit become country? It ain't. It ain't. Oh, I know that, Lisa. See, if I'm gonna send you the link, I don't know if you're busy or not. If you ain't, if you want to get up and bullshit with me, you're more than welcome to. If you ain't got time, I understand that too. Look, and I usually don't hate on Chop, right? Because I know he's trying to do his thing or whatever, but listen, if you're gonna represent my people, you're gonna do it the right way. We ain't letting nobody just get out here and just fucking take advantage of people, man. Because that's what they doing. They looking for an easy payday. They think y'all are gullible, and it's just crazy. The second seat. Oh shit. Sometimes I hate social media, man. All right, I'll send it to you, see. And you know, I was watching, and it was fucking weird because like even Carl Martin's over there, and it's just one big ass clout chase. Nobody's willing to get out there and do their thing. Padfoot, what's up? And make their way themselves. They want to do it off the backs of everybody else, and it's just goofy as fuck to watch. It really is. I mean, y'all boys can't think for yourself. Is that what it is? Just like when they teaming up with Johnny Gobble. They know they did that shit just try to rile everybody up. You know what I mean? It's not a good look. Carl talks about booty halls too. What's up, Tex? You have a good afternoon too, sir. We've been getting a little rain over here. Oh, I can't stand it, man. Retro Dad, what's up? Oh yeah, we doing good, bro. We doing good. I just got a killer ass deal on some solar panels. I bought 10 250 watt solar panels for $40. I felt like I hit the lottery. I was like, heck yeah. So we're in the process of redoing all that shit. Yeah, Lisa, that's a fact. Now, I haven't been watching a lot of that shit. Do I believe Hosier's type person drug somebody? No. Just by watching the dude a little bit, does he put off vibes? Not at all. All I know is she was saying that she about died. Is that what she was saying? Well, I'll tell you this, right? Anytime somebody makes some kind of claims and they posting it on social media, that shit can be used back against her. And if she's making them kind of claims and she doesn't have no like receipts on it from the doctors, the ambulance, somebody like that, that's her ass. And the part, which I don't know if it's true or not, but Hosier was talking about she's trying to be a country rapper now. It makes sense. And was Narcan 3 times. Wow. That's crazy. Well, that don't mean that it come from him. Fentanyl is something that is put in every fucking thing these days, man. That's why I don't like. Somebody try to smoke weed with me or something. I don't know them. I don't trust them. I ain't doing it. My shit don't come from the dispensary. I ain't smoking it. And that's another reason why I eat a lot of gummies instead of smoking weed. Well, when I say receipts, I mean shit that you can use in court, not just posting online. You know, texts and all that shit, man, can be made up and faked now. And some of these people are so fucking gullible that they believe anything. You know what I mean? Just doing, they really do. I hope you're doing all right out there, bro. Probably not, right? And you know, and listen, if you're sexually assaulted, coming online to tell everybody who we know did that and who does that, right? Only people you should be telling is 911, letting them people sort it out. Set up girls with drugs themselves. I don't know about that, but I know you don't just get on social media. It is, Kurt. It is. And, you know, that's the first place they want to run to is social media because they want everybody to feel sorry for them. And like I say, if that shit happens, don't go to social media. Go to your local police department or wherever it happened. Go tell them. But it is wild. Kurt, I hope you're doing all right out there, bro. I was watching your little video earlier on Instagram. That's how I found out that they coming in Florida. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. What's up, C?
What's up? What you know good?
Hey, so, and you know what else I found crazy, Kurt? That FJ Outlaw was doing an interview with that damn, what's that bitch that's got the OF shit? Gators, all that.
Oh, Savannah.
Yeah. I was like, all these people are fucking hate one another, you know, all grouped up together. Money makes people do funny shit, dude.
Well, I'm gonna tell you that whole situation. When I first heard about it, I knew right off the rip something was wrong because she said she got Narcan and chest compressions. Well, when you get your drink spiked around here, it's either one of three substances: it's either Rufinol, it's either BDO, or it's G. And none of them three will you need. Well, does Narcan even touch? They won't even use Narcan on you for those.
Well, here's the thing though, right? If they're out at a club and anybody could do that shit to you.
Yeah, I mean,
You
that's
know
the
what I
thing that goes on. Is somebody buys you a drink. That's why I tell everybody, don't ever accept nobody's drink. If you ever set a drink down, don't take it back. Because you never know.
You know, and just like I was just saying, I won't even smoke pot with nobody that I don't trust and really know because of fentanyl. You know what I mean? They put that shit in everything. Narcan only stops opiates.
Yeah, that's the only thing Narcan will stop is the opioid. And there's no history of anybody having their drink spiked here. It's a date rape drug. That's what all three of those are. G, BDO, and roofies. That's what the people do. And I've been roofied before, many years ago. And let me tell you, I was out for 12 hours. I had no recollection of anything that happened in those 12 hours.
Well, ain't that what that K shit does? Is like,
Special
ain't
K,
ain't that a paralyzer?
It's a tranquilizer. It'll put you in a K hole too. But I mean, I guess ketamine. I guess some people have used ketamine, but most of the time it's either roofies or G. And BDO is a precursor to G. It's like a camp fuel, but when your body turns it into G, it's like a cheap way to get G.
So were they at the club when all this happened?
Yeah, they were at Kid Rock's, and that's one of the places where all of the people are getting drugged at. Like my buddy is the head of security there. One of my good friends is head of security there, and they got a really bad problem with it there.
Ain't that crazy? So she just automatically gonna smear the man and not know if he did it or not.
Yeah, that's the other thing is a lot of these people running around with, and this is the thing about it, you know, they're running around with old Hosier drugged her. He's been with her. He's been having sex with her. What the fuck would he need to drug her for?
Yeah, that didn't make no sense. You know what I mean?
I mean,
to
some
me,
of these people are stupid. It's like, why would you drug your girlfriend that you've brought to Nashville with you?
Yeah, you could have did that at home. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if it was some random person, you know what I'm saying, then I could understand, you know, their thoughts on it. But it's like, it's your girlfriend.
And imagine her thinking that he done it. Like, what the fuck? Why would she think that?
Well, I was going to go live and talk about it, and I still might because I've got some thoughts myself. But it, when they did that video with her all giddy and all, you know, laughing and cutting up and carrying on, and that is making a fucking mockery of people that are actual victims of being drugged.
Yeah, it's almost like fucking Johnny taking his sister's story, right? Because now you question whether or not if the dad did anything to the sister or not. Once you lie about something, and you're not going to laugh about it. Who the fuck finds sexual assault funny?
Yeah, I mean, when
people it ain't never happened to. That's who.
People reached out to me, some good friends of mine that were females, and they were like, yo, this is fucked up. You know, he left her there. But I don't think, because I watched Kurtz last night with him and Hosier, and, you know, a lot of the stuff came out because I think a lot of people were under the interpretation that this was just a one-day possibly thing, that it just happened real quick. But you're talking about multiple days, 3 or 4 days. And she went from Nashville after this incident happened to Mississippi, to his concert, to the casino, back to the hotel.
With Hosier?
Yeah.
With Hosier? Oh,
yeah.
No.
She went all those places. And then when he woke up that morning, after he done looked at her phone and seen she was cheating, that's when he decided he was going to leave. They making it look like, oh, well, you know, she got drugged and he left her there. That's not the case.
Wow. So now I've seen shit like that happen before. You know, somebody accused somebody of something because they were doing something wrong, cheating, running around, whatever, and then they do that, try to throw the heat off of them because they don't want to face the responsibility or you know, of their actions, being a hoe bag. I've seen that firsthand.
Yeah, and then I've looked up some of the stuff too that has happened with all her exes and shit. And man, it's crazy. I mean, like, that girl's got some crazy backstories to her. What's up, Miss Nada?
That shit's wild. I know what is funny, that you think you're going to stay here and keep commenting because you got fucked up. I don't care if you here or not. So we will see your dumb ass later.
Was it somebody talking shit?
No, they stupid.
Yeah, I posted that too. And this is what really gets me on, you know, is why are we not talking about all this country rap stuff, the country rap drama that's going on? Why are we not talking about Just in Time and Kimmy?
Oh no, they don't want to talk about that. And that's the question I was just asking a minute ago. What's up, lady? Is who the fuck was she talking about when she said that there was an artist that she could out that would cancel him? I think I know who it is.
I do too.
And I think Justin made her sleep with him and she didn't want to. I think that's part of their problem.
I mean, we're not talking about that video that came out where he was trying to force a girl on him. He was trying to force himself, you know, trying to make a girl do sexual things to him. We're not talking about his his assault on women. Like, we're just gonna brush all this under the table.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm not
most
gonna let it
definitely.
slide.
Yeah. And see, when this same somebody was trying to beat everybody up at the party, the males that was probably with this girl, and he fucking admitted to it. He don't realize he admitted to it. See, I'm being vague, right? Because they'll try to fucking sue you and everything else. That's their way of trying to get people to shut up. Is threatening lawsuits. Did you notice the title of Chops Live last night?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're trying to plant them seeds in people's heads. That shit is not country to me, man. Nothing that them people are doing in country. None of that shit. That don't represent my folks at all.
I hope Justin does try to think he can sue me, because I will own those teeth in his mouth and I will melt them down for scrap gold.
That's something else too, man. You know what I mean? Just the appearance of them with that shit. That's, I don't know. Somewhere these people have gotten lost, and then they wonder why the older folks used to talk shit and get mad at people for playing rap music. They seen this shit coming.
What's up, Slayback? Okay, I'll get with you, Slayback. Yeah, I'm just gonna be real with you. There is this country rap. They're killing the country rap scene.
Oh, it's over, bro. It's over. I would not recommend anybody to go listen to country rap. Would you?
No. I mean, this whole genre is being just completely shit on by a bunch of fucking weirdos.
Yeah. I mean, it's like this. It's hard to even suggest somebody's music to somebody. For one, I don't feel that shit when you listen to that shit. All I see is a bunch of kids that want to be tough, that really ain't fucking tough. They think they are, but let me tell you, if it came down to it, they're telling you so goddamn fast. If you did a bank job with one of them motherfuckers and they got caught, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do the time on their own. They're going to tell. That ain't, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but.
Well, I heard Adam again, I think, and you can, I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but it was something like, because I didn't watch a whole lot of it, because like I said on Hickorbillies, you know, Laurie and Tim, I've always been cool with them. I ain't never had no problems with them, but it's the people and the chat where I don't feel like I can go over there because everybody's bashing Ryan.
Yeah.
And I'm just,
well, they have to. That's the only way they can try to fucking take him out, bro. They can't do it musically.
No.
That young man will fucking school all them on the mic, man. When it comes to singing songs that you feel in your soul when he's singing them, they don't have it. He does, they don't. The authenticity from where Ryan comes from is just different than their background. See, when you got somebody who really lives and breathes and appreciates music for what it is, not for what it can give them, you get a different type of animal. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just looking for fucking fortune and fame. Ryan's just looking to get it out of him. It's just different. It's like watching an artist and somebody. Let's put it this way. When you go to get your car painted, yeah, you can go to Mako and get a $400 paint job. It'll look good for a couple days. Or you can go pay a real fucking painter $10,000 and you get what you pay for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that wasn't a good analogy, but.
What's up, CJ? Well, no, it was. And like I heard Adam say again last night, I'm pretty sure it's what it was. He was talking about Ryan fighting. And he was talking about, he said, you could put me and Broadnecks and one other person, I don't remember who it was, in a room with Ryan and anybody that he wants to. And basically that they're going to whoop whoever it is. And I'm just like, do you really think that highly of yourselves?
Bro, them, they're so fucking stupid, man. It's
And it's
not
always
about fighting. Yeah, it's
And
not
that's the
about
thing,
fighting.
like what they don't understand is Ryan's done made himself into a boss, whether or not they want to think about it or not. He don't have to fight. And he's not
Well,
on here talking about fighting.
why is it that they gotta try to why is it that they gotta try to belittle him on every turn if he ain't the boss? Why is that?
Yeah, it's nuts. It really is. I mean, I don't even want to get mixed up in all the fighting shit, but I mean, I've heard people say they'll fight for millions of dollars and all this shit. If that's really the case, I got a really, really dear friend to me that would oblige any of them for any amount of money they wanted to. That's what he does now, is he fights underground for money.
Look, oh, they do that all the time around here. That happens a lot more places than what people realize. They got in backyard fights. But it ain't even about that, man. It's about this. It's fucking Ryan has helped every one of them dudes. And when he tries to detach himself from them, that's when all the shit started. Look, if you had a problem with me, Super, right? Say we're professionals. Say we're professional rappers and you didn't want nothing to do with me no more. I'd be like, well, hey, fuck that dude. And I'd be on about my business. I wouldn't be trying to fucking point out every little flaw you had and all that shit. You know what I mean? Because that just goes to show when somebody does all that pointing out all these flaws, it just goes to show the insecurities that they got. And I don't think that they realize that. But the more that they do it, like with Justin and all of them, they all trying to gang up on Church because they can't deal with him one-on-one. They have to have all of them to do it. Now, talk about spreading narratives, Mud Daddy. Oh, they spreading some narratives over there.
What up, Cash? Yeah.
What's up?
You know, and that's the thing. They keep calling him Diddy. But then when he makes an insinuation of, the sex trafficking stuff, now they're all up in their feelings. But y'all been calling him Diddy.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Oh, we know who the Diddy is. Diddy be pimping out women and fucking making them do sex acts because he's too scared to get up and go make a living for himself.
I mean, he shouldn't call nobody Diddy when he's got pictures at a birthday party standing behind a naked man.
Bro, it's worse than that. Him pimping his baby mama out is worse than that. When you really stop and think about it. There's no fucking way in hell I would let my wife, the mother of my kids, get naked and get on screen because I wouldn't get up and go work. You got 3 or 4 grown alcoholics living in one house together over there. Think about that for a minute. What do you think going on over there?
Yeah, I'm sure it's some weird shit.
Can't be nothing but weird. Dude, I knew this dude, man. He used to sell used cars. He had this old broke down wrecker. And he would get all the old veterans and put them in campers behind his house. You think he took care of them veterans? Fuck no, he didn't. But he took their check every month. He'd give them just enough food to keep them alive. And it was sad as shit. I was a kid back then. I didn't realize what was going on until later on in life. But when you got people that do that type of shit, man, them not good spirited people. You know what I mean? They just not.
At the end of the day, though, is they have to talk about Ryan. They have to. I don't care what nobody says. They have to. Before all this shit happened, did you hear about all these people? Like, I never knew of a lot of these people before all this country rap bullshit started going down. I had no clue who some of these people were. They have to stay relevant. They have to talk about Ryan. They're going to continue to talk about him. That's all they're going to do. They see that they get numbers and they get clicks and views and they can push their albums off to his back like that. And that's what they're going to do. And regardless of some of the things he says, people forget Ryan was a troll. He's a great troll. So
Oh, he be walking them now like little puppies on a leash. And I laugh. Goddamn, I laugh. He'll say something about one of them not doing something or something. And next thing you know, they're out there fucking doing it. It's wild to me. I watch it. But
Yeah, and they don't even realize it. They're taking everything that he says as like they're not even thinking about like, well, is he saying this to troll us or anything? They're just taking it for how he says it.
mm-hmm.
And not even realizing that he's trolling the shit out of y'all.
Oh, and you got some smooth brain motherfuckers that really can't see through all of it altogether.
Mud Daddy says Ryan made trolling the cool thing, and that's sad. Trolling is actually can be quite funny.
Yeah,
I mean it's comedy.
You know, here's the thing. I've never seen Ryan go after anybody that didn't fuck with him first and try to use his name for clout. Show me one video where he's went after somebody who hasn't tried to use him for clout first. Please, anybody. And I'll admit I'm wrong. I'll fucking go away. I won't never say nothing else again.
Kay's here.
What's up, Kay?
You know, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Hosier, if it's just Trey. I don't care who it is. You pick a random Joe Blow off the street, put them over there with Ryan, and they're gonna have.
They're trying to sign him.
Yeah, they're gonna have problems.
They're trying to sign
that person is. You know, it's just the way it's gonna go with that situation, and it's retarded. I've never seen. Have you seen any genre of music that tried to take 50 people on?
No.
I've never seen in rap music, in any genre of music, have I seen that artists try to come together.
Hey, even Lacker than Larry, he started that shit with Ryan first. That Wild Bill dude, he started that shit with Ryan first. Johnny started that shit with Ryan first. Every one of them has started with that boy first. I shouldn't say boy, man first. He just fucks them up. Usually they go away, but unfortunately, Gabo ain't never went away. But that dude don't have no self-pride about himself. He ain't smart enough to go away. He could have took his channel a whole different way if he really wanted to be famous. Now he's just known as the internet fucking idiot.
Who was that other one? That Heavy Duty Country or whatever?
Yeah. He thought he was going to pimp Ryan. I put two and two together with that when he started talking about the music shit. He thought he was going to pimp Ryan out making him a #1 album for $5,000. And it don't work that way. If you remember,
I'm gonna tell you, I think I said it the other night, or maybe I didn't. But man, my eyes have opened to a whole lot of people because it seems like their morals are not morals. Like their morals can be persuaded by clicks and views.
Well, a lot of them don't think enough. They don't think enough ahead to realize what they're doing. They're, like you say, they're just saying whatever to get a click and a view today, but they don't realize what the back that's going to cause for them.
And look, I mean, they're so stupid. They're trying to put out, they put out a case on Hosier. And then Hosier's already said that, like, dude's done some bad shit in his life. And, like, that's the kind of people that I've done bad shit in my life,
We all have.
But we all have. It's the people that don't own the shit and try to hide it. That's the people I have a problem with. And Hosier's already said, hey, I've never been a great person at all the times. But now they're trying to put out a fake case and a fake mugshot of him where somebody, I guess, stole his identity and trying to say it's him. Then they're putting out another case with it's a domestic violence that it was not, it got dismissed. I mean, it never even made it to court. So it's like, I don't know, it's kind of weird.
What did she say? Said Hard Target on Triple T's Live last night admitted that they was running with the drug thing on their raps, but said after this, he thinks he might be doing drugs. So what he's saying is Ryan wasn't on drugs. who gives a shit if he is or if he's not? You know, that's nobody's business. I don't think he's on drugs, but if he is, so what? I mean,
that's
I
exactly.
get ready.
What is it I do,
All
my
right.
daddy?
I ain't no time. I wouldn't even pay no attention to that shit, bro. Motherfuckers just be commenting shit trying to stop you from talking. That's all that is.
Yeah.
They have no idea really what's going on. When people can't think for themselves, it's sad, really. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you this, my daddy. I
And I ain't even talking about my dad. I'm talking about people in general, period.
I'll tell you, yeah, but I'll tell you what, my daddy, I may be weird to you, but I'll tell you one thing I ain't, is I don't support people that beat women, and you support a whole bunch of them that beat women that are convicted.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? But they expect Ryan to be this little church boy. You know what I mean? It's fucking crazy. Who said that he's not allowed to smoke some weed or take a fucking Adderall if he wanted to?
Yeah, I
It's
don't give a
nobody's
damn
fucking
about
business.
drugs.
Hey, he's not the one out there asking y'all for fucking money every day. And then, like, they said something about that MacBook with Kalani. Oh, I guarantee Kalani didn't get that MacBook. How the fuck do you know? How do you know what he got and what he didn't get?
They're so stupid that he posted it. He posted him getting it.
Did he? That's what's up.
Yeah, he posted it in Thanks Creek Spot and shit for it.
Hey, I'm sorry. Fucking blunt strong, boy. But they can sit over there and collect money left and right. Ain't nothing said about that. But as soon as the chat decides to do something nice for somebody, all of a sudden they're scamming. Nobody asked for that. As far as I understand, nobody asked for it.
No, they didn't even they wasn't when Hosier and Kalani did that live, they wasn't even asking for donations. He just made a comment about him needing or getting a new MacBook, and people just started donating.
Right. But they turned it into they were scamming the chat and this and that, and it was just like fucking crazy, man. No, there's actually a lot of good people out there in this community. You got some that they just look for any kind of reason they can to start some kind of shit. And that's really what's...
At least he didn't get on YouTube and be like, hey, buy my album and I'll give you a direct phone call.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's just what I want. I want a phone call.
I'm gonna address this one real quick. My daddy says I have the most up respect for Unc, but see for you stay in people's personal lives. Well, this is why I do that, my daddy, because the people that you support, they make false allegations on people, and so it piques my interest of why they keep making these allegations. So that's why I look them up. Now, do you want to know who all over there you support that's beat women? Because I can sure put that out. And it's a lot of them.
Yeah, they blame Ryan for not supplying it. Yeah, I know. Not. I heard that shit was crazy too when it came out of that old man's mouth when Walter even said that shit. Well, why didn't Ryan buy him a MacBook? I don't know. Is it Ryan's fucking place to buy everything for every fucking body? I mean, if he did that and then he went broke, everybody say, well, you shouldn't have bought all that shit for everybody. So you can't please everybody all the time. And it ain't another grown man's fucking responsibility to buy or pay for anything for any goddamn body. That shit is fucking weird. You know, and then like when Ryan super chatted me like that, to be honest with you, it kind of pissed me off because I knew everybody was going to say that shit. Oh, he done bought on to make him say this or that. And that ain't the fucking case. You know what I mean?
Yeah. My daddy said I put out false papers on people. Okay.
Never. Never has he put out false papers.
The one time, and I'm just here to, I done went and cleared it up on Chop Easy's, was that when it got sent to me, it looked very suspect, and it looked like there's still an Article 9 that's withholding confidential information on it. And then the next time I looked at it, it looked like a case was reopened. I cleared the shit up, And once I realized that it wasn't the same case. But other than that time, anything I've ever put out has been facts.
Yeah, no, what I mean by you ain't never put out no face paperwork, you ain't never went and made the shit up to put it out.
No, hell no.
Anything I've ever seen you do comes straight from the fucking internet. You can go follow the link yourself.
Yeah.
All right, don't even respond to it no more because people are never going to be satisfied no matter what you say. They just,
it's people like that. See, this is why people wonder why I look into certain people. And the reason I looked into certain people was because they constantly was saying Ryan's on drugs, Ryan beats his wife, Ryan does this, Ryan does that. And now it's the same thing with this cat. You know, like maybe somebody should look into you because you're supporting prostitution, you're supporting women beating. That kind of shit makes people suspect of people.
Yeah, just like 1 minute fucking B. Millie's the greatest thing in the world. And then they find out he wearing women's panties and want nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
I just thought that shit was funny. I thought that shit was funny. And what was he on? He was on that Blocks app, that kids game app, I think. I ain't for sure what app it was, but it was one of them. From what I understand, that dude was doing a lot of investigating on him. And he put that shit out on Instagram. Like I just came across it one day scrolling. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that dude's a creep, weirdo, man.
But I see, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them that's like that, Seeper.
Oh, I know. Trust me. I know. I've looked into a lot of these people on there, and they got some, a lot of these country rappers, and they got some skeletons in their closet.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard for me to get past the fucking pimping your old lady thing out. Your baby mama. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing that I've always been taught to cherish is your fucking woman. You know, that's your best friend.
And then cuts her out of profiting off of the rave anymore after she's the one that funded the rave for many years.
Yeah. Yeah, with her body. When you really stop and think about that for a minute and let that sink in, that's fucked up, dude.
Now he's pulling a Johnny Gobble on her to try to hush her up, you know, basically threatening her that, you know, if she don't hush up, then he's not going to pay her child support and blah, 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 and all this other stupid shit. So, you know, she's kind of not saying anything now because he's at least paying child support, you know?
Yeah, that would, make your kids suffer for it because you've done some nasty, shady shit in your life. Yeah. That's how I think about shit. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing to do with making her be quiet. And that's something to hold over somebody. Yeah, your kid ain't gonna eat tomorrow because you won't tell all my dirty little secrets I'm trying to hide from everybody. Nada, you got that wrench for a reason now. If somebody's acting up, you know how to use it.
AD said I need her OnlyFans. I'll change that hoe's life.
AD, he's a fucked up little dude, man. Oh, shit.
So they got real quiet and sent them just in time paperwork and don't want to talk about it. And I've seen them block people who ask about it. They don't want to talk about it, and Justin keeps lying about it. And that's what's pissed me off because he keeps leaving these super chats saying, I've never touched a woman. I've never touched a woman. You're calling me a liar. And if you think that I put out the only thing, you got me sadly mistaken.
No, she put that out.
Well, no.
Or that's where I heard it from.
Well, yeah, but Justin's, when I put the paperwork out on him assaulting a woman, he's running around trying to say
in North Carolina.
Yeah. Yeah, he's trying to say that I'm lying and it's not right. And everybody else was like, well, you know, there's another Justin in Ohio or some shit. And I'm like, it didn't happen in Ohio. It happened in North Carolina. And then they're like, well, why would he be in North Carolina? And I'm like, that's how stupid you are. You don't even know who the guy is. He spent a whole lot of his life in North Carolina.
Well, he's all over the place anyway, doing his little concerts and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But see, I'm going to tell you, here's what people fail to understand. 90% of us and that's here, like in the chat now, do understand this. If they get Ryan out of the way, they're the top dog, or they're underneath the top dog. They think they're going to get a pay increase. They think they're going to blow up. And it's fucking wild, man, because it's not their hard work is getting them there. They trying to fuck somebody up, their career up to get there. When all the goddamn man did in the very beginning, all the man did was disconnect himself from Adam. That's all. He didn't say nothing really, really bad.
I
He
honestly,
just said,
my personal opinion, I don't see any of them blowing up, honestly, because I don't see any like.
oh, that shit
replay
last
value.
night confirmed it for me. When they brought white folks up there, that confirmed it for me last night.
I mean, who really is making replay valuable, timeless music?
Yeah, none of them.
Yeah,
Hey,
it
can
might
you
have
hold
to
it
be-
down for about 30 seconds, see, while I
Yeah,
grab me something to drink?
Yeah, I'll talk to Chad. What's up, Sherry? Yeah, I mean, I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I mean, I really haven't heard anybody that I would think that could take over. I mean, there's some young guys in the lane that are coming up, but I don't think they can. I don't think they can do what Ryan's done. I don't think they can do what Yellow's done. I don't think they can do what Bubba Sparks has done. I don't know. I mean, we all got opinions, I mean, that's just my opinion, but I just don't believe there's any of them over there that's got it. And so many people talk shit about Just Trey, but man, Just Trey puts in work, and that dude's a dope ass rapper.
What I miss?
I was just talking to Chad. I was just saying how everybody talks shit about Just Trey, but he puts in more work than any of them people over there, and he's a dope ass rapper.
Dude, I like it. I like his country stuff. His raps are too fast for me. Not that he sounds bad or nothing like that. He's too fast for me. I'm too old.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
yeah, he's got a lot of double time in his raps.
He fucking raps his ass off now. I ain't taking nothing from the young man. But to me, I like his country stuff better. But that's just me.
Yeah.
I'm also just an old fisherman, you know what I mean, that listens to music when I'm out fishing. But I don't know anything really about music. But I know these motherfuckers are playing games. I can see that.
This is how crazy it is, too, with Trey. I heard Hard Target say, I think it was Hard Target, was like, nah, just Trey's nice, man. He's cool. But everybody else is like, nah, dude's trash. But it's like, deep down, y'all know, really, if he wasn't connected to Upchurch, everyone of y'all
they tried to get him.
Yeah, y'all all be trying to get him. You'd all be trying to get on tracks with him. It's just because he's connected to Ryan that y'all think he's trash. And that's what's fucked up with this. They got this clique going on, and it's this clique that's trying to just cancel anybody.
Look, that's like 501 Breezy. That is not fucking country music at all, man. That's an act. That's a portray. The shit that he sings about. I tried to listen to that kid. I try to support all these fucking rappers when they first come out, man, because I know that it's hard for them to break through in rap music just because they are white. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's really a black culture.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to support them. But some of the shit, I just can't get on board with that, man. I don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
talking about shooting motherfuckers. That's just not cool, bro.
He's pretty.
It's really not
good. I think one day Bubba K might be good. I mean, there's a couple of his songs that are pretty cool.
Yeah, Bubba K is pretty good.
And he's country as country can be, But I mean, and that's like I said before. That's the thing.
He's about the only one.
Yeah. Is these country rappers that they call themselves now, they can't make it in the rap genre.
No, they can't make it in the black rap genre. So they switch over. That's what the fuck they're doing. It ain't nothing about them being country. They find country folks and think that they're fucking gullible. And then they'll just buy and support anything to be a part of something. And that's not the fucking truth.
Sherry said Bubba K is dumb. Now, I will kind of agree with that because he's
young, baby.
Yeah, he's young. He needs to get his ego and his head in check, or it's gonna hurt his career.
Yeah, he ain't but what 19 or 20 years old. He's still in his teenage years, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It takes, like me, dude, I don't think I grew up really until I got way in my 20s.
Real.
This is why people thank you for your support, Will. I appreciate it, Joe. You just leave the fucking honest people alone, man. You know, hey, and this is something totally off topic, but like, yeah, I keep seeing all these things about fucking race wars and shit like that. You know, where even people, some of the white people are acting like they want race wars. Nobody wants a fucking race war. You know what would happen if we went into full, like, what do they call it when the military takes over?
Oh,
See,
yeah, if you hadn't asked me, I could have told you.
national emergency, but like a damn. But if they did, bro, they would kill everybody. It wouldn't matter what side you was on. They'd just wipe you out. Martial law. Yeah, Jimmy. There's no reason to even think that shit. You know, people would do so much better if they just get along. And the ones that they don't get along with, just stay the fuck away from them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, at the track that things are going right now, I'm gonna put it on record right now that somebody is gonna get hurt behind this shit in real life.
Oh, I see it coming, bro. I see it coming.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, it pissed me off that they fucked with Kurt like that. It really did. And it not so much for fucking with Kurt, but because of them youngins over there, kids over there. And let me tell you, when you fucking make a child scared, that's the worst thing you can do, man. It really is. You traumatize a fucking youngin'. You're a piece of shit. And you can't tell me you didn't know who I was in that house. Especially if you're finding out people's addresses and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just telling you, I mean, I know certain groups, certain people, certain things going on.
Oh, they know it. They know it. People know it. It ain't worth it, though. It ain't worth it, though.
But there's a lot of people that are connected that to us, it's not worth it. But to some other people, handle things different.
Yeah.
And I feel like I honestly do. I feel like somebody's going to get hurt before anything gets better. I feel like it's going to get hurt.
Yeah. I think that people ought to leave it alone. But it's almost every fucking night they talking about it. And it's because it pays the fucking bills. They make $15, $20 a video for streaming, plus what everybody's super chats and every fucking thing else. And making a profit off of that shit, if somebody gets hurt, you right behind that shit. You just as responsible.
Joe Burns said 80 said they shot up Clout's house. Is that true? No, I don't think so. I don't think that's true.
Yeah, I wouldn't listen to nothing Water says. That's all it is an echo chamber. You're absolutely right, just do it. But here's what I will tell you. If Ryan wasn't so fucking important, and, you know, as they try to make him out to be, or if he was as crazy as they try to make him out to be, they damn sure wouldn't try to fucking paint a narrative of him every fucking day. Because that's exactly what they do. Every day, they trying to paint a bad narrative of this dude. They ain't even been around him in fucking how long? And then, like, y'all think back to the, oh, you're my best friend video, right? Where'd that come from? If Ryan's such a bad fucking dude, then why make that video to even start with? That made no sense, does it? See?
No, it don't. And you know, like to touch on what I said a few minutes ago, it shouldn't be that like the thing where I said where I feel like somebody's gonna get hurt before it gets over. It really shouldn't go to that. But I feel like it's on the horizon.
Oh yeah, no, Taurus, and that's exactly what it is. It's all over super chats and streams and what money they can make. Look, they even fucking was in bed with fucking Gobble to try to make money off of them. It's all a fucking money thing, man.
Yep, that's all. Sadly, that's all it is: clicks, views, and financial gains. I mean,
Yeah,
like
whatever they can get from streaming from somebody.
even this whole Brooke thing with Hosier. I mean, that's why I made that post. I was like, anybody that touches this situation for clicks or views or financial gains is a fucking scumbag. I mean, because I posted that thing, and I don't know if it's true or not, but Chop Easy made a comment, said that he got paid $15,000 anonymously for to interview this girl Friday, which I don't know that I believe that. I mean, who the hell is going to pay $15,000 for that shit? Maybe
Who do what now? Who's getting interviewed?
that Brookie girl's doing an interview on Chop Easy's with Justin and all Friday. And Chop Easy made a comment, said that he got paid $15,000 anonymously to do it. You know, like that tells me that you're willing to go. Maybe it was a troll, maybe it wasn't. But if it is true, if you got paid, that tells me you're willing to go to any limits and any lengths for financial and clicks and views. And that's just
Yeah, that's so. What the fuck does that? What does Brookie have anything to do with Ryan? Just that's Hosier's fucking problem.
yeah.
When does Ryan's? Yeah, when does? And I'm not saying anything bad about Hosier, one way or the other, because I don't think the dude has to do that. To be honest with you, and there's a lot of these people, man. Look, when you're famous, semi-famous, you don't have to take anything from anybody. You know what I mean? You got, and I hate to say it like this, but you got groupies all over. You just think you ain't got to do that shit. But they always want Ryan to take on somebody else's fucking responsibility. And I've never, I mean, who the fuck is he? The president of the United States all of a sudden? He's a fucking musician. He can't control what other people got going on in their lives. How do you blame, you know, look, and everybody remembers when that shit happened with Adam and Hosier, right? And you see how quick Adam abandoned Hosier's ass, didn't he? And he was just as fucking guilty. So think about that for a minute. See, when I look at people a different way, maybe. You know what I mean? I see what people's core values are. The rest of that shit is irrelevant. If a motherfucker snorts cocaine every day, I don't care. If he takes care of his business and people ain't hurting around him, if he chooses what to do over on the side, I'm good with it. That's their life. You can't, but that ain't the way these people think, man.
Well, I'll tell you this, and I'm working on it. If anybody in chat has got it, I've got several other people that's trying to get it right now. But, you know, I think Hosier's only been with that girl for like a month, maybe a little less than it, somewhere around that. But almost 2 months ago, there was that Rain girl, Savannah Rain, or whoever it was that was up over on Chops. And it got earlier that they were talking about sending that girl to Hosier to basically set him up. And so I just talked to somebody earlier about that, and it got me to thinking. And I'm like, Summer Rain, that's who it is. Sorry. But it got me to thinking, if they were talking about that 2 months ago, and then listen to what Hosier said last night, that he had been trying to hook up with this girl for a long time, she never would talk to him. Then all of a sudden, out of the blue, she hits him up. And then within 24 hours of this incident happening in Nashville, or, you know, I say 24 hours, within a couple days' time, because they were actually down there in 3 days, but basically within 24 hours of Hosier and her leaving each other, she's already on the phone with Justin. Justin Time's already FaceTiming her.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah, so it's like, what the hell's really going on? And I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you. You know, I'm from the street. That is one of the oldest. Like, if you're grimy, that's one of the oldest ways to get at your ops is to send a gal.
Well, bro, who the fuck gets on social media and starts talking about that shit?
Well, that's the thing. That's a dummy that does that.
I mean, she's in her 30s. She's looking for sympathy. That's what that is. That's a red flag to start with.
Yeah, she just looked way too happy, way too. I mean, she's like, I'm stoked. You know, I'm being the next country rapper and blah, blah, blah. And Justin's going to put me on his album. And like, that's just not the way a true victim acts.
Yeah. Yeah, they trying to sell that shit for anything that they can.
Yeah, Billy, what up? Gina G, what up?
What up, Gene?
Yeah, I'm not buying any of that shit.
See, I never heard all that shit. That's the first I heard of that.
Yeah, and you know, I'm the same way. Like when it first happened, and my good friends that were females reached out to me and was telling me, you know, like, this is fucked up. He left her there, blah blah blah. You know, and at first I was like, well, you know, I would be kind of fucked up if he left her there. But then once seeing, I can't say that if I was in his same situation, same shit probably would have happened. If I would have found out a girl was fucking texting, my girlfriend was texting some other dude the whole time she's been with me, I probably wouldn't have wanted nothing to do with her either. I'd have been like, let's go our own ways.
Hey, Daniel, Creek Squad, I thought Mud Crickets was just at our mud park. You know what a mud cricket is, don't you? See,
Yeah.
they'll hop from, that's some girls that'll hop from one mud truck to the other.
Mm-hmm.
That shit's crazy to watch. That's why I say I don't believe that Hoser's got to take anything from anybody. That's just my personal opinion. There's too many girls to be willing. You know what I mean?
Well,
What's
also
up, Robert?
the other stuff was that he took her ID, he took her keys, but then when you see and you hear the whole story about how many days it was, and you see the video where she's dropping shit. She disappeared on him in the club in Kid Rock, so he didn't know where she was. He found her in the alley. So there's no telling what happened between when he last seen her in the alley. Plus, you know, they went to Mississippi, they went to the concert, they went to the casino. He gave the ID to the ambulance driver. So the hospital, she went back to the hospital trying to get get her ID from the hospital, and they didn't have it. Couldn't find it. So, I mean, she obviously knows that the hospital had her ID, but she's still going to try to put it on him that he stole her ID and that he stole her money. Like, why would he? Hoser's got money.
Sounds like she's a crazy bitch is what it sounds like.
I tell you, she ain't one that I'd ever want around me for sure.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Some of them good at hiding that shit. Some of them really good at hiding that shit. And then they pop out when something like that happens. I've seen psycho bitches like that. Like, my ex, you talking about fucking psycho, bro? Psycho.
And I tell you honestly, too, whenever they do that interview Friday, because she said that Hoser threw her paperwork away, her medical paperwork, discharge, where she had all the drugs or whatever proved that she got drugged. That's real easy to get. And yeah, I personally would like to see them produce them paperworks and show what drugs was it. Because, I mean, he said last night that she was taking Xanaxes, doing coke, taking pills, and drinking. That's a mixture right there for you to be fucked up and nobody even had to drug you.
That's crazy. So there ain't no telling what all that girl was doing. Sound like she was turned out. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I honestly think that she did too much of her own personal shit and drinking, and that's what fucking fucked her up. Because, like I said, I had been roofied, and for 12 hours, I have no clue. I was passed out for 12 hours. I had no fucking clue what even happened.
Well, hey, if she disappeared in the bar, she could have bumped into somebody and got shit from them. You know what I mean? She didn't even have to have it. That's what it kind of sounds like. She went with somebody and got fucked up. And then he found her out back.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm on right now, there's cameras in that fucking bar. If he did something, he'd be in jail right now. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Yeah, I need to talk to Hosier too, because like I said, one of my real good friends is head of security there. And if he needs to get anything as far as security cameras or anything like that, I can help him with that.
Yeah, that just sounds so far-fetched, man. When somebody gets raped or whatever and they make a fucking report about it, they go and look, right? And if they're at Kid Rock's fucking bar, I guarantee you there's high-tech surveillance in there. And more than likely, it's going to show that she bumped into somebody and they went out and did their thing or whatever. And she got all fucked up and he found her. But, and I mean, why would he put her in the hospital if he was trying to drug her to rape her? That don't make no fucking sense.
None of it does.
Does it?
Like, no.
I mean, I ain't never known. No, when have you heard about somebody who's? Because they say if you'll rape somebody, you'll kill somebody. So when have you ever heard of somebody so violent, being so compassionate, making sure the girl got to the hospital, and then going to the hospital? Right? They saying in chat he went to the hospital and all. Yeah,
he
no.
went to the hospital. And that's the other thing, like all of us, men and women, we all know that we've all been to the bar drinking with our ladies, and you go home and you get all freaky and shit. You don't need to drug them or date rape them or none of that shit.
Hell no, I got 7 kids, bro.
So, like, why would Hosier need to do that? He's been with this girl, been having sex with her. Like, why would he need to do that? It don't make no sense. When that they could just go get drunk at the bar, go back, get freaky, whatever, you know, it wouldn't need to be drugged. It's there's some weird shit going on with that.
Yeah.
And the other thing is I know how since the guys got killed down here in Nashville by the security, all of our laws have changed here. Like,
read that comment. Sound like girl was still working while she was at the hospital. She wasn't taking no time off.
Oh yeah, I know. I heard that. That was crazy.
Yeah, ain't nobody getting raped doing that.
But all of our laws here have changed. They've gotten really strict. Like with our security, we have to have Dallas training and CPR and all kinds of shit. And if, in fact, she got drugged, the hospital would have called the cops. There would have been a police report made.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there would have been a police report made. There'd have been a swab taken, all that shit. And if there ain't none of that, I don't believe it. Because they take that shit very, very seriously. You know what I mean?
They have to.
And I'm gonna tell you, you don't like when somebody listen to me. When somebody's got your name already, it's not like it's a victim and she don't know, right? I mean, somebody she's claiming did it that she don't know. She got name, address, all that shit. When she went to the hospital, they'd have took a pap smear of her, or however you call it. They'd have scraped her out looking for some kind of traces from him, and he'd be in jail already. I mean, it's not like they're out looking for somebody that they don't have a name. You know what I'm saying? It don't work that way. She's telling everybody like shit.
I had a situation that happened.
Have you found a case number yet? Have you found a case number?
No, she's even said there ain't.
Yeah, well, ain't nothing happened.
Yeah, she said there's no police got called, no police report, nothing. And she wasn't in the hospital, but like, well, I guess she was in there 8 or 9 hours or something. But I mean, she remembers everything. That's what's so crazy.
When anybody believes that shit, I'm sorry. See, mine must be lagging bad, bro. I'm sorry if I am.
I think it's mine too.
But yeah, no. If anybody believes that shit, they're gullible as hell. And if you'll send me $1, I'll send you 2. I'm just a coochie crook. These fucking chats, wild, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's that Brookie girl. Well, that's not her, but
glue scrape. Yeah, you know, I don't know all them technical terms, Joe. You know that. But it keeps getting worse and worse and worse, don't it? I mean, the stories that they're making up, the shit that they're trying to run with.
I mean, I had a similar situation, something similar like that happened. It involved fentanyl. That happened at one of my places, and the TBI come to get my camera history.
Bro, hey, and you know what, man? That shit can, and a lot of times you would never even think that the people do it, though. There was a dude that worked for us, and somebody came over to the office and said, man, go look at such and such, and he is fucking so tired, knocked out, he's out there jerking. I went out there, I was like, holy, this motherfucker's having an OD right now. He's not tired and jerking. He's asleep, but this motherfucker going out, he got where he couldn't breathe. He was choking. They fucking, they called the ambulance, and thank God they were just right down the street, and they hit him with that Narcan and he come back. But you would have never thought that this was an old dude, man. He was 60, 65. I was like, what the fuck? They fired his ass. They got rid of him over that shit. But you can't blame him, you know what I mean? What's up, Wesley? What's crazy? Oh, no. Yeah, no, they trying to put him on Hosier vilified. But the shit just don't sound right. You know what I mean? You don't just run to the internet and start telling everybody you've been sexually assaulted and went to the hospital. And that's what we were saying. You go to the hospital, they're making a police report, and Hosier would be in jail by now. That's the truth. And she wouldn't have no choice about it. Once she went to the hospital and told them what happened and all that shit, yeah. And if she ran to social media and was taking naked pictures and sending them to people on Snapchat from the hospital, I fucking doubt it. That's not how sex victims act.
Well, this is the other thing too. Is she says that she had chest compressions. Well, I know this is 80% of men and a little over about 90% of women that have chest compressions end up with some kind of chest injuries.
Oh yeah. That is a fact. We all had to take CPR lessons and classes and shit.
That's where I
which
learned
lessons are classes, but and that's what they say. You'll break a rib. It's not uncommon to break somebody's rib, and they gonna have bruises because you got to put pressure in there. You can't just fucking barely push on them and think that they're gonna breathe. It don't sound right. You know what I mean? And it sounds like Hosier likes his woman pretty easy. So I guarantee he ain't got no problem getting no coochie. He knows how to pick them. Motherfucking crazy ones. Some of them guys like that drama in their life, though, bro. You know what I mean? I know people, they find it entertaining. I don't.
Glenn, I will. I'm gonna hit him up when I get off of here. We talk some, but I will hit him. Kay said if she had compressions from the hospital, she would be badly bruised or broken ribs.
Oh shit!
Broke plenty of ribs. Yeah, I
see.
mean,
hey, Glenn, I'm gonna tell you. Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off, Super. I'm sorry.
No, you good.
I mean, guilty people don't run to the police department. You know what I'm saying? Innocent people go, hold the fuck up. This bitch talking some crazy shit. Let's get to the bottom of that shit right now. I hope she ends up in jail if they find her out to be lying. I really do. Because hey, and I don't know if they'd be able to like do any kind of DNA testing on her now because it's been so long. But usually when you get taken advantage of, when there's usually bruises from being forced and all that shit. You know what I mean? It just don't sound right.
No, the whole story smells of shit.
Yeah, they trying to make more drama and get more clicks and views. And that girl done come on there and told everybody she's going on Justin Time's album.
Yeah, supposed to be the next country rapper, gonna be on his album. They're gonna bring her to the rave and all kinds of shit.
They building fucking Me Too. They building the Me Too movement.
He even had the nerve to say, and I honestly wonder what the hell this was even about. But when he was talking about the interview Friday, was talking about like, I mean, you could tell like Justin's bricked up for her. Like, and that's the other thing is like, dude, you're over here trying to hit up dude's ex-girlfriend. But he even said, well, maybe I'll get Adam to fly in Friday for it. Like, what y'all gonna do? Run a train on a girl or something?
Oh yeah, that's what they like to do, bro.
And she sounds so stupid. Like, honestly, I hate to say that, you know, but she sounds so stupid that she's just running along with all of it. Like she's just all so happy to be doing it and shit. Like,
yeah, sounds like a rape victim to me. Time to party, man. You know, celebration. Mark it down in the fucking calendar. That's what it sounds like. Sounds like she's having the time of her life. Best thing ever happened to her.
well,
I shouldn't be talking this way, but for some reason, I just don't believe that shit. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but
he may have found him another one to be able to finance some more rave stuff.
That's exactly what went through my head. Yep, he'll have another one on the OnlyFans before you know it. You can write that down. And man, why these fucking dudes? I don't get it, man. I can't make money that way. If I feel like I'm doing something shady and make money, I feel guilty. But then again, I know who God is, you know?
Yeah. She made a comment too. Like, I don't know how many people has went and looked through her Facebook and all, but she made this one comment too about, well, I'll come Friday, I'm going to put out some truths and then I'm going to do some trolling.
She said, Hosier made her call him. You know she's lying now.
Yeah,
they
that's
just
what
trying
she
to
said.
spice it up. That is fucking crazy. You know that shit's a lie.
PC made a good point. He said, I wonder what Savannah thinks about this situation.
Oh, it'll be on her OnlyFans.
Well, no, you know Savannah Dexter, because remember how Savannah went batshit crazy over the Katie Noel stuff?
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder what she thinks about this.
Bro, and it's like the fuck, just like you said a minute ago. It's like it's the go-to plan to try to fuck these boys up. I mean, when her manager come out and said, nah, she faked that shit. That's all you needed to fucking hear about Katie Noel. Nothing else can be said. You know what I mean? And then when she come out and said, no, it didn't, nothing like that happened. All of them do vilified. All of them do, it seems like. They're all too scared to fucking hold an honest damn career. Right? Doing Walmart, that's exactly what it should do. But then again, what do you expect from these people? They all about the fucking drama. And right now, that's what's selling is Ryan Upchurch drama. And that's why they keep fucking doing it. People's gotta see that shit by now. These boys would be locked underneath the fucking jail if they was doing everything that they say they doing. Hell, I can't even get away with fucking speeding through the school zone without getting a fucking ticket in the mail. You think they're gonna do all this kind of shit and not get in trouble? Shit. And you know it too, Super. If everybody on the internet knows it, you know the fucking police know it. I mean, how dumb can people be? You know what I'm saying? You can't be that fucking stupid to really believe all that shit. That shit hard to watch after a while, man. When we're gonna see some real fucking content coming out besides all this fucking bullshit? Trying to fucking have a man put in jail or try to fucking fuck his career up one way or another. It's crazy. The jealousy, man, that comes out of some of these fucking folks that radiate off of them. That's how they plug themselves in every day. Is through the fucking drama. And it's different than just arguing and bickering and going back and forth. These motherfuckers make allegations, get a man killed. Oh, nobody took you wrong, I don't think, Mr. Vilified. Yeah, they say Ryan's a snitch, but they're getting everybody to snitch on him, ain't they? Or try to. Ain't that right, Jay? Look, and I never claimed to be the fucking smartest tool in the goddamn shed, but I ain't stupid by far either. You know a scam when you see one.
That's the difference between us, though, Unc. Is like the people that's from the streets and lived the street life and did street shit. We can see this shit a mile away.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they think they can fancy it up and cover it up and play the part and shit. It don't fly.
Hey, what about y'all's little fucking stool pigeon over there trying to get on Chop Easy in them's panel every time you turn around? Old fucking Marty Marr. That's another weird fucking creature, dude. Jesus Christ. That
Bro,
motherfucker got 15 personalities, bro.
I've had him so triggered. He keeps calling me the P word because I keep putting them baby videos out about him.
Oh, that shit is funny as fuck. That shit is funny as fuck. I'll be looking forward to you putting them videos out. I'll be like, let me go look, see what the fuck Super doing now. But all them dudes are just fucking weird as fuck. Like, it's just so crazy to me to watch all of them try to. Anybody that's got any kind of views going on, they want to be front and center. And everybody knows who they are. Him, Johnny, all of them. It's different if you fuck with a channel every day. You know what I mean? You're in the chat every day and coming up on panel or whatever. But just to run around from different spots, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get attention is fucking wild, man. Yeah, 12 Point, real fucking funny. 12 Point does some good comedy for sure.
He don't even have to try to be funny.
Nah.
It's just
nah,
like
he's just a smart ass. Yeah, he's just a fucking smart ass. I like Mike, man. Hey, and that's an honest fucking dude too. I'm gonna tell you. And I ain't gonna say what I did or who I did it for, but I looked out for somebody, and he took it and delivered it. You know what I mean? He could have fucking did whatever. You know, he could have went to Walmart and bought cheaper shit and took it to him. They'd never know the fucking difference. I just thought that was pretty pimp of him, you know what I mean? Made somebody's Christmas for sure.
Yeah.
But man, and that's the good thing. Hey, that's the good thing about this community, though. There is a lot of decent fucking folks in here that when the soul tells them to do something, they'll do it. You know what I mean? By helping somebody. But then again, you get these fucks like Johnny Gobble and them. They always got some kind of major catastrophe going on, and they need everybody's money all the time. And you know it's just a fucking scam. That's the type of shit be pissing me off. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know it to be true too, because the motherfuckers take advantage of people, man. Play on people's heartstrings and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fucking sad, because then you really get somebody who's down and out, and you know they can't get no help from nobody because you got fucks like that that's done fucking run some kind of bullshit. So they can go buy a pair of fucking Nike Jordans. I ain't never had a pair of Jordans, y'all. I thought to myself, you got to be fucking kidding me. What 40-year-old man couldn't ever go buy a pair of Jordans if they wanted? And you know, he looked like he was in love with them motherfuckers. He was so proud of them. He looked like a kid going back to school. I'm like, look at this little fuck. Yeah, I think that's at Seeper's house, Leeway. I think that's where.
Yeah, I'm sitting outside. What's up, Apple Creek? Hey, by the way, while I'm thinking about it, everybody keep some prayers up for Pit Stop. I seen he was having some issues.
Damn, I hope not, man. That's a solid fucking dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he's having some diabetic issues or something.
Yeah. Apple Creek, what's up? What's going on across the pond? Bro, I got lucky as shit. I said this earlier, but I'll say it again. I bought fucking 4 250-watt solar panels for $40 damn, dude. So far, all of them work.
Oh, shit, you stole them.
Mm-hmm. I've only installed 3 of them so far, but every one of my tests, I'm getting 30 volts out of, and that's a fucking banger. You know what I mean? We'll see how they do. Well, I had about 1,000 watts of mismatched panels, but all these are all exactly the same. And that's what's important. But I've just been playing around with that solar because we're in hurricane country, you know, and fuck, I've been without power for 2.5, 3 weeks sometimes when it hits real bad. And I'm just trying to keep enough shit to run a refrigerator. I can do without the rest of it, you know. Which I mean, I got big generators and shit out there. I got a big ass gas welder set out there on one of them plastic pallets that I got for backup power, and another like 7,200 watt generator in the shed, a couple small ones. But dude, when you can't get gasoline, you're in a bad fucking spot.
Hell yeah, you are.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you have a big battery bank too, or?
Yeah, but I'm fixing to have to replace them because, like, through my job and shit, I got a bunch of old semi batteries because they would change all of them at one time. They won't just change. I mean, they will, but they won't warranty it. Right? You put one good battery in with three used batteries, they won't warranty it. You got to replace all four. And so I got a bunch of those batteries, but they're not made to be charged and discharged like a marine battery. I'm fixing to buy batteries. I was looking at them lithium ion batteries. I found 4 of them. I want to say it was $700 for 4 of them, but I'm going to try to get 8 of them. That ought to be enough to run. Because I found I can run on a TV, a light, a fan, and a satellite for about 5 hours on one good battery. And a refrigerator ain't going to take much more than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I was about to tell you. Check into the lithium because not only you save weight, but man, lithium's the way now.
Yeah. Yeah. It is now.
I don't know what extra processes you'd have to have because, you know, they can only discharge to a certain level and balance. They got to be balanced and all that stuff. I'm sure there's probably something else you got to do.
Yeah, but hey, with those lithium batteries, they'll last 10 years versus a year. All your batteries now are reconditioned batteries. You don't ever be mistaken thinking that they're new. But I'll tell you what, hey, I know how to recondition a battery. You ever done it?
With a welder?
Nah, Epsom salt, bro. Epsom salt and distilled water. Dump all the battery acid out of it into a container. Take that fucking distilled water and Epsom salt, mix it up real good, or baking soda, I mean. Put it in there, and it reacts with the plates in there. It knocks all the callus off of them. Dump that shit out, and then take Epsom salt and distilled water and fill all the holes back up, all the cells, and put it on a real slow charger for about 2 days. About 90% of them batteries will come right back, just like you just bought them off the shelf.
Wow. That's really what affects them is that stuff that clogs them plates up, because I do it with a welder.
Yeah, you're just knocking the scales and shit off of those lead plates in there. But that baking soda does it too, though. It reacts with it and bubbles it off of there.
Well, I mean,
that's good shit, man.
Because the welders is sketchy.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I've heard that too, vilified. But you know, like a lot of these guys, that's why I say they don't have to take anything. There's people that do it just because they are who they are. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But now we understand, yeah. And I've said this time and time again, a lot of these guys project shit on people. When they start accusing somebody of something, it's because they fucking done it. That's why their brain works that way. That's why that's the first thing that pops in their fucking head.
Well, I'll tell you what's really crazy is they see the type of people, and I say this in a loose term, they see the people that Ryan is associated with. They see the people that Hosier is associated with. It's like, why are you trying to poke that bear? Because a lot of those people,
they need to poke it, bro.
Them folks do not give 2 fucks about who you are.
Mm-mm. Oh shit, these people crazy, man. Some of these people fucking crazy. See, you couldn't get through to them if you fucking wrote it down, put it in their back pocket, and let them read it every night like scripture. You couldn't get through to them. What's up, little mama payday? Oh shit, I don't know. I have a hard time believing that with Hosier. I don't. I just leave it. I don't know why. Well, I mean, I know why, because the story sounds fishy as fuck. I just don't see somebody that's went through that acting that way. You're not going anywhere with them.
What's up, Mama Payday? Yeah,
Sold their souls for clicks
I
and
didn't
views.
say
Yeah.
anything about that is because I know I live the life around them. I know what they're about, and it's just not it's just not people that I think that I would be wanting to poke the bear with.
I mean, to pin that comment. I know that's awful fucking weird, ain't it? And now Jelly Roll done went to being a preacher and shit. Usually, like I said the other day when I was live, usually when people run to God, they're hiding from something. They done something really bad. Every time I ever been in jail or prison, whatever, you see the roughest and toughest dudes in there, and then they run and go get that Bible and start having that what we call jailhouse religion. And as soon as they get out and free, they're right back to the same shit.
I'll tell you what I just seen earlier that I hadn't seen it yet. I remember something about it, but I think it was Zav Girl maybe that posted it. But it was Bunny, and I mean everything I know about Bunny, she's been super cool, super sweet. But she had the phone calls with that Wade Wilson guy.
Mm.
But Zav Girl just posted it, and those people in chat are roasting her and Jelly both.
Well, dude, look, here's why I kind of lost respect for him, right? It's because he's running around telling these kids stay off drugs and do this and do that, and then in the next minute he's out here bragging about how he's made it in a big Nashville snorting cocaine. And you don't do that to kids, because that really you're one person that they look at and they believe when you say something because of who you are. And then you run around fucking telling everybody that you're doing coke and all this shit. On the other hand, it makes some kids lose hope. And I can't appreciate that. He should stay the fuck away from them kids talking to them and shit until he really gets his life right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, there's some stuff I know just because, and I ain't gonna put it out, but it just
well, that's just the way I think about it. You know what I'm saying? Them kids look it up them as role models.
You ain't wrong about it. You know, my thing is don't claim something if you ain't something.
Because all you're doing is teaching them kids to lie and not trust anybody. That's all you're doing. You just putting another wound on them.
What's up, baby?
And you know, and I'm gonna say this too, right? Like when all this shit really first started happening, like Bobby coming out, going to do that shit that he was going to do to Ryan, and then saying, "Oh, I'm just one more person that's fucking this kid over." Why do you think he said it like that?
Yeah.
See, that was a question to you. Did you hear me?
No.
Why do you think he said that like that?
What would you say?
Because he knows he's Bobby, when that shit came out about Redneck Nation, when he said, I'm just one more person to add to the list of fucking that young kid over. When he admitted to it, what do you think he meant by that? He knew what was coming.
Yeah.
You hear me? He knew what was coming, what they were trying to do to Ryan. Yeah. He fucking knew it. Yeah, because I guarantee you they went to him first. And whoever recorded that shit and put it out knew it was going to cause Ryan troubles. You know what I mean? That whole shitty right there, dude. But see, that's just how I think about shit like that.
Well, I can tell you this much. I won't say a lot about it.
Oh, I don't know Nitro, but I know it. She does, though.
There's some shit going on. It ain't got nothing to do with the country rap lane or nothing. And on this reason, I can't say anything about it because one of my promoters is like Jelly's best friends, and you know, a lot of people connected to him, I know, but there's some shit going on and with Jelly. I mean, that's not good, but I'm
I
sure
imagine.
at some point it's gonna come out. But
Dude, like I just said, people only run to Christ usually for one thing, especially when they're that type of person. He's done lost all that fucking weight. There's something definitely going on. Hey, and I'm glad he getting healthier, but is he really getting healthier?
yeah,
Can't get out there bragging about snorting cocaine and getting fucked up all the time. You go back and watch a lot of his old podcasts and shit, he glorifies that shit. And to me, that's just that's not what you do. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
right,
mean,
Stacey, and that's the point. See, he knows, and that's what I said a long time ago too. Ryan knows so much on them dudes that they gotta discredit him, because if he puts the shit out that he don't really want to hurt none of them dudes. He just wants them to go to fuck on. You know what I mean? Or start using their platform for good. And like everybody says, oh, what happened? Why did Ryan get pissed off at him? And they all blaming about him working with Tom. I think it's got more to do with trying to fucking sign all these young artists and try to take their rights away from them, trying to handcuff them. That's got him more pissed off with him than anything, and using his clout with Ryan to promote the shit. I think it goes real deep, man. You know what I mean? It ain't just him working with just Tom. I think it was a series of shit stacked on top of one another where he just like, fuck that dude. But you can't blame him though. You know, and then Adam even come out of his own mouth and said, well, if I didn't know that it was going to cause all this trouble with me working with Tom, you know, like he wouldn't have done it. Well, then that just tells you that the dude is just a fucking, he goes with the motion. He don't have no real direction about himself. Because I'm going to tell you now, if I'm doing something, I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks about it. You know what I mean? But that's just me. But I ain't gonna do nothing shady either, though. I ain't gonna, you know. It's all one big ass clout chase. Just like with them with having white folks up on there last night. That dude is the farthest thing from country music ever thought about. But they want everybody to know he's gonna be at the rave to try to sell more tickets, so they're willing to bring him in. And it just, to me, is just fucked up, really. You know.
well,
They
I
ain't
think
shit.
it's that. Plus, I think it was a semi-flex of, I know
Yeah.
this guy and he's affiliated with the GDs. Like,
Yeah, well, they're trying to get him to the rave too, you know.
like some kind of intimidation tactic or something.
It doesn't intimidate nobody.
No.
It looks stupid, you know. It really does. It looks stupid.
Yeah, because honestly, I'm gonna be straight up with you. All my folks that are GDs, they don't claim that dude, and the only reason the people that do claim him down there is because they're getting something out of him. They're getting money.
Hey, if I heard that dude right, he said something about working for 10 years and never getting paid for it. That dude can't be that fucking smart. I was like, damn, they done pimped you for 10 years and you didn't get paid for it? Damn, dog.
Well, I'll tell you something else I heard, and I hadn't checked on it yet, but I didn't doubt it because I know what it costs to open a club in Nashville. And not saying that Jelly don't have the money to do it, but I mean, it costs you 10 or 12 million just to open a club down there, to buy a building and stuff. But I got told the other day that Jelly don't even own that club. Which a lot of the people downtown, like Kid Rock, don't own that club. He just gets paid a percentage off of it to put his name on it.
Yeah, it's like McDonald's. Not no one person owns McDonald's. It's a leased name. It's just a brand.
Yeah, they
Which,
told me
I mean, that's smart.
Yeah, they told me it was a company out of, I think, California or something that comes in, a big like company that opens clubs and stuff.
Yeah, it's smart. Hey, it's a multi-million-dollar business if you do it right. But I say, though, I guarantee you that place has got fucking cameras all over. They can go back and look and see from the time they entered the door. And if Hosier did anything like that, the way that this girl's run to the internet, you know she'd run to the police. And she ain't run to the police, and you can't believe that shit. That's just words. That's just somebody trying to make somebody feel sorry for somebody. and talking about hopping on an album and all that shit. And then now you see why fucking Justin said something about Hozier and Ryan dropping the album, because that's what the fuck they were planning on doing. That's what Justin and them were planning on doing, was dropping an album off the fucking shocking news. Get more eyes on them.
Motivated, I agree. He would make a killing off of that. He said the fact there's not a Jelly Roll donut shop is absolute crime.
Ha! That'd be fucking wild.
But
Hell, motivated. Sounds like you got you a business opportunity right there, bro. All you need is a fucking big fryer to make donuts.
If I'm not mistaken, that fraternity boy that drowned that they found in the Cumberland not long back here in Nashville, I'm pretty sure that he was at Kid Rock's, and they went and got all the camera footage from there on him that night.
Oh, yeah.
They knew exactly what he drank, how many drinks he had.
Well, bro, they're having a problem with that in Nashville right now. So I guarantee you they're making them do it.
Yeah, it's bad. That's why I tell everybody, come to Nashville, do not let anybody buy you a drink. I mean, if they buy you a drink, watch the bartender pour it and you get it from the bartender. Do not let nobody bring you a drink, somebody that you don't know, you know, and do not sit your drink down and go back to
Budweisers. Yeah, unopened Budweisers. Don't be drinking no fucking draft beer. Yeah, who the fuck eats a booger right behind the fucking president of the United States? You know, cameras are on you everywhere. Fucking dense ass motherfucker. That was crazy when I seen that. Hey, and you watch and see that little clip's gonna come back to hurt Jelly Roll in the end. They're gonna use that against that dude when the time's right. I guarantee it. The media, you know, they clipped that.
Oh yeah.
That was gross, dude. That really was.
It was.
That was fucking gross.
Harley said Hozier needs to take some accountability too, though. And he said his son couldn't go to last week to school because of it. If he left his relationship fucker off the internet, he wouldn't have this problem.
I don't think that he wasn't the one that brought it to the internet, was he? Didn't she bring it to the internet with her major announcement of releasing her songs?
From last night, what I heard was she made a post, and that's why he had to come out and put that shit. Now, there's a lot of people that are saying, well, why did he record her like this? Why did he do this? Why did he do that? I don't know. Seeing things now the way I see it, I don't think it was a very bad move, because I think he was trying to protect himself I think he might have realized there might have been some kind of fuckery or something going on, or some weird shit or something. I don't know. But
yeah, it just don't sound right. The whole deal with no police, none of that shit, it just don't sound right. And then getting right on the internet and her coming out and talking about it. I mean, first, that's fucking crazy. That ain't just something you go tell a bunch of strangers and then go, oh, by the way, I'll be on Justin's next album. I'm going to be the next female country rapper. Yeah. That's what people are thinking about when they get sexually assaulted and all.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, because I mean, that could have easily turned into some bad shit.
I just don't see it like that. You know what I mean? Now, and hey, I could be wrong. And I pray that I'm not wrong, but.
Well, I mean, you got the situation with Nicole Arbor, the Katie Noel. You know, when you got somebody that's famous, semi-famous people, I mean, hell, you never know what a woman's liable to do to you. I mean, hell, I don't know. I mean, I do agree there's a lot of shit that probably shouldn't be brought to the internet, because then you got all these people that are twisted.
Here's my thing is, why do they keep trying to connect every little dot back to Ryan, though? That's the part that I don't understand. That's stretching a little fucking far. You know what I mean? You, like I said before, you can't blame somebody else for somebody else's, problems and shit. It's just weird. It's all one big fucking drama factory. That shit gonna blow up on them though. People get tired of that shit after a while.
Mr. Vilify said he don't know what's going on. But yeah, it's some. You had to catch up on it, Vilify. It's some crazy shit. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know that's right, Vilified. I'm right there with you, bro. I'm right there with you. I've been, me and Min's been together since November 2003 or 2004. Like I say, we got 7 kids together. And that, hey, when you get to a certain age, that's really the last thing on your mind. You know what I mean? Give me a fucking fish pole. Watch out. Make sure I got gas and ice for that fucking cooler and get the hell out of the way. But that's just me.
I'll tell you what,
They
I
told me
had,
that.
because I host fraternity parties too, and I had one fraternity that that I was hosting and then I had some people that had called and told me that they had been known for, you know, roofing some girls and shit. And so I told them the only way I was going to do their party, because I told them, I said, I done heard about y'all roofing girls. I said, the only way we're going to host your party is y'all going to have to, they bought these, they're like bottle condoms and cup condoms and stuff. They go over the top so nobody can put nothing in your drinks. And I made them buy all those and put them at the front door so everybody could use them.
Damn, that's crazy. That's fucking
But I
crazy.
didn't have no problems.
Yeah, no, I think everybody should have a hobby on hey, you know, and it's, but why would, if that really happened, why in the fuck would she leave with him and go hang out with him for days on end? That don't make no sense, man.
That's what's weird. And until there's any kind of paperwork put out that shows that she had either Rufinol or G or something in her body, I'm not going to believe she was drugged. I'm just going to believe she just got fucked up on her own shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it don't sound right. People make charges and fuck shit. They don't just run to the internet with it.
Well, the other thing is, too, is, I mean, I think she's 27 years old or something, and she needs to know. I mean, when I lost one of my good friends from doing uppers and downers, you're doing benzos, plus you're doing coke, plus you're doing pills, and you're drinking. That's a good way to die, and you got 2 kids.
Yeah. She knows, bro. She knows. Trust me, everybody around her, shit. Talker. They don't get charged with it either. You know, that's one thing. That shit just fucking around with a man, accusing a man of shit like that. You know, that's serious ass allegations. You gotta have all your ducks in a row when you do that shit, because that shit really happens to people. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get on here and you just trying to promote yourself, promote music, which is fucking crazy. These people do all this shit, try to stand out.
12.6, yeah, baby uppers, downers, and over-unders.
Yeah, baby uppers, downers, and overs. And this motherfucker is shot out, dude. What's up, Mikey? Hope you doing good, bro. But
hey, Mike, I got a box collection.
You just don't do it that way.
Of the action figure, I got a big gift box. I need to put it out.
CJ, most definitely, because that's who pays for all this shit. And them babies.
And I mean,
babies, that's who pays for all that shit.
I was wilder than hell, dude.
So where were her kids during all this?
Hell, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Right? Ain't that the fucking truth, mate? Ain't that the truth? Because, like, when I seen that shit with the white folks yesterday, I thought to myself, I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. They done. That's a weird one right there. Welcome to country rap, y'all.
I'm telling you, though, the funniest shit to me, because he just did it again yesterday. is going. I mean, it's a new level of begging that I've never seen. When you're offering to call people to pre-order your album. I mean, good music should sell itself.
I don't know. You heard Walter. You heard Walter what he told him. Watch when we walk in Walmart how famous I am. Who the fuck says shit like that? I mean,
I don't know. Maybe I haven't looked around. I mean, maybe that might be the normal thing to do, is to make personal calls to people that buy your album. But man, it seems like you're reaching.
Well, I think there's 20,000 in back taxes not paid. They do, ain't they?
Yeah.
Hey, fuck that though. Why you bullshitting? $20,000, boy. I could buy me a nice John boat with that.
Yeah.
Must be nice. That's all I can say.
Mike said I'm working on lots of interviews. Her cocaine is on the list, I'm sure.
Oh, this motherfucker. Hey, I'll tell you what, man. Sometimes, boy, I have my earbuds in when I'm listening to a lot of these podcasts, whatever you want to call these things, and I'll be laughing and shit. My lady be looking at me crazy because she don't know what's going on. It's funny. You have to see it. But.
Well, I mean, honestly, like, instead of making a phone call, like, I could understand it if you was like, hey, if you pre-order my album, I'll send you some free merch or send you a free shirt. Oh, I forgot. He don't got a shirt store no more.
Bro. See, and that's the thing. That's the thing, man. People, they lose focus on what they got going on and they can't keep it running, right? So they have to do wild and extreme shit to try to make some kind of money. Instead of getting ahead, he could have been making all kinds of fucking t-shirts, not just Adam Calhoun t-shirts. If he'd have been using his head, he'd have been keeping up with different shit, finding out what's popular and all, and had them printing them fucking shirts all over the internet. Nobody going to just buy just A Cal music but for so long. You know what I mean? I mean, how many fucking A Cal shirts can you buy before you had enough of them? One?
It's just a new level I've never seen before. I think it's kind of weird.
Nitro, he been on the phone for fucking 2 years now. I've been said that. He's called everybody in the fucking industry and anybody and everybody trying to get ahead of this shit. And it's almost like fuck campaigning for presidency. You know what I'm saying? It's a very weird fucking look. I'm not calling everybody. Would you?
Hell no. I mean, like I said, good music will sell itself. You don't have to make a personal phone call.
That is pretty sad, really. Hey, buy my album, I'll call you. And so he's pimping a fucking phone call out for $20. Hell, he might as well have him a OF. Bust some cheeks, boy. I know there's somebody out there want to see it. You're real famous.
I mean, to me, it like cheapens your value because basically you're saying, hey, I'll call you for $10.
Yeah, basically. Or buy my album every Friday. I've seen he got into that shit for a little while. Hey, I mean, I got an album dropping.
$10 not to call me.
I don't. Yeah, it's pretty fucking weird, but desperate, man. Desperate times call for desperate measures, bro. And what better way to do it than to get a bunch of bullshit started up on somebody else's name? But they've been doing that. You know what I mean? For months on fucking end. You got one dude who makes 365 videos a year talking about shit. He's 70 goddamn years old. He's ready for a fucking walker. Somebody get that man a walker and a pacifier already. I've heard enough crying out of that motherfucker.
Down South Basin said Adam's music seems to be doing pretty damn good. Well, has he gained them 300,000 daily listeners that he lost back yet?
Bro, did you see that when I went to that website and it showed where he fucking 10,000 subscribers a month, every month.
Oh,
Social
yeah,
Blade.
that.
Oh, you was with me, wasn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
he lost
crazy, dude.
300,000 on Spotify.
Mm.
He went from like 1.2 million daily listeners when all that shit first started. He went from like 1.2 to like 800,000 in like just a couple days.
Well,
Slayback, I was just talking to somebody about that today. I think it might be a good idea to do just like a country rap bash a couple nights a week and just fucking bash the hell out of people.
hell yeah. It can't hurt. You see them doing it.
Yeah, I mean, like, fuck, if they want to get up there and fucking bash people and we'll do a show and let them bash people over there.
Yeah, hey, what's up, father and sons? Hey, Mike, that was a bad look, wasn't it, man? He eat that booger like it was a fucking M&M, baby. Doom. I was like, He did kind of glance at it first.
I mean, to be real, what probably happened is he probably snorted a few lines before he went in there, and then he probably was just getting the residue off of it and just felt like he would just, that's probably what he did. I've seen people do that before.
Yeah, but how slow you gotta be to be sitting behind the president of the United States, knowing good and well every camera in the fucking house is on you. He didn't even hide it, dude. He just did it like it was a natural thing, like it was just Sunday morning. He's having fucking coffee out on the porch. Let me get that fucking booger. I was like, Jesus Christ, you need some salt and pepper with that jelly? What?
That's really a true story. I've seen people that do coke and shit, and they'll pull it out of their nose and eat it.
That's when you're down to the last, ain't it?
Yeah, or either when you can't
got a lot in it,
or when you can't leave where you're at to go do.
I'm sitting here behind the president. Yeah, I'm sitting behind the president. All these cameras are on me. I can't do another line. Let me eat my booger real quick. Goofy
what's up,
motherfucker. You know when Bunny seen that, she was like, ugh. She fucked herself up with all that Botox, dude. She really wasn't a bad looking woman before she started doing all that, but that's just me. I don't like all that fake pumped up bullshit. I like mine a little deflated.
Yeah.
Got something to hold on to.
My buddies and all painted her house, because I don't know her personally, but my buddies painted her house, and they say she's a super, super nice person. But I mean, I know some other things, some other stories, and I don't know.
Bro, like I say, the most precious thing you got is your body. If you start selling your body, because that's just a hard thing to get past. Especially when you don't repent from it. You try to throw it in everybody's face like it's a focal point that they should be, idolizing you behind. Nah, I'm good. Because that just teaches all our young girls to do the same thing. You know what I mean? That ain't what Granny be preaching.
Well, I honestly have a suspicion that it won't be long and Jelly's going to be transferred over into gospel music.
Oh, bro. You can already see that happening.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you, I would not be surprised if he's running from something. And a lot of times that's what them dudes do. And I'm not knocking his faith or anything like that because I hope I'm wrong. But a lot of times them guys run from something. And that's what they do. They just like Martin. Martin run from splitting up with his old lady, and the first thing he did was run to the Bible and start, you know what I mean? That's just what they do. They hide behind it.
Yeah, and the other thing is, and I'm not saying anybody is, but a lot of them, because I don't know if anybody's paid attention, but a lot of these religious concerts, gospel concerts, are huge. I mean, they get thousands and thousands of people to come to them, but a lot of people, it's a grift.
I just had to buy that jet. He made it so cheap, I couldn't pass it up. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
When that preacher, that motherfucker looked like a demon, didn't he? When she said, do you call people, you can't ride with people on regular planes because you ain't riding with those demons? And he looked, boy, he got infuriated. He was ready to snap on her. And then he kind of got himself back under control. But that look in his eyes looked like he was fucking possessed. I don't follow people like that. Not a Joe Osteen. I mean, I know who he is and shit, but that's the one people I don't pay attention to, because God says you're not supposed to hoard all that money and stuff like that. You know, you're supposed to let him find a way. And I'm going to tell you, I don't worry about shit. I really don't. I make sure our bills is paid and we get what we get after that. You know what I mean?
Well,
I don't never have a problem.
He's been getting real close to Brandon Lake lately, and that's why I believe that he's going to make a crossover soon.
Yeah. I ain't on with it, but we'll see.
Which, I mean, he already came out and said he wanted to be a preacher.
Yeah. But man, you can't be fucking telling all these kids you're sober one minute and then bragging about snorting coke and shit the next.
I know.
That's not a good look, man. I don't give a fuck who you are. You know, you have to really be about what you say and stand on it. If he wants to go Christian, then he needs to do Christian shit, and bragging about that shit is not it.
And this is why I say a lot of the religious people or people that move to religious stuff is a grift, is because they know that religious people are very forward with their money. They don't mind giving. You know, like you can charge, if you put a $250 ticket or a $500 ticket, they're going to pay it because they think they're doing it for the right reason. You know, so it's easy. They think it's easier. People think it's easier to suck money out of religious people. You know, it's just, that's why I think it's a grift. I mean, I used to go to a church and all of a sudden one day the pastor drove up in a Rolls Royce.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, no, thank you. Not when there's people in the congregation that are hurting and they're giving you their last dollars for their tithes and you go out and buy a Rolls Royce. No, thank you.
No, anything with air conditioning, man, that's fuel efficient should be justified, you know. But when you go start trying to look extravagant like that, nah, I ain't giving them folks my money. For what? And I ain't saying that they should be, you know, dead ass poor. But when you live above your congregation and shit, nah, man, that's just flexing. And that ain't what it's about. But that's what turns a lot of people away from religion. You know what I mean? No matter what religion it is.
I mean, that situation.
That and all the gossiping that goes on in church. Jesus, you ain't never heard no gossip until you go to church.
And that's why I don't go anymore. I do my thing at my own place, and I don't feel like I need to go be a part of it because a lot of them are cultish.
Right. Well, you're supposed to, now, you're supposed to go and get, you're supposed to. You're supposed to worship and all.
Yeah, you're supposed to, but I've just had a lot of bad, most especially when I was down in Texas. It's a lot of cultish type stuff.
But what about them snake handlers? How in the fuck you ain't getting me in no damn church with a son bitch running around with a fucking rattlesnake in his hand? You got me fucked up.
And honestly, I don't even believe that's biblical. Like playing with serpents.
That's crazy, is what it is.
Yeah, that one dude, where was he from? Kentucky? Him and his dad, like he just died not long ago. His dad was dead. His dad died from it. Now he died from it. Nah.
I watched that one dude. He was preaching and that snake bit him, and he just kept preaching and jumping around and shit. And I was like, "What the hell is going on?" That's fucking wow, man.
Well, that same one.
That's the Appalachia thing.
That same guy is dead now.
Yeah, I don't know. I just seen it come across my screen, and they was in church. Yeah, they're waving that thing around.
He got bit by a big rattlesnake, and he got to not feeling well. Didn't go to the hospital or nothing, and it killed him.
Dude, it ain't got no choice but to kill you. You have to be an idiot to pick that shit up.
And Walmart said Colt is a certified copperhead handler.
Colt something, all right.
You know, and honestly, to be honest with you, there's a lot of those dudes over there that I don't think would be bad dudes, but
Dude, the fact that Adam got mad because they didn't ask certain questions and this and that lets you know that he'd been coaching them the whole time and they didn't fucking respond the way that he had trained them to. He was pissed about it.
yeah.
And see, the other day he said something to Walter. Is like, oh, is that the dude me and you was talking about, Walter? Like they had been talking about everything on the internet, trying to get shit straight. So you know that he's fucking got his hand up Walter's ass. He does with all of them. Did you catch that though the other day when he said that?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, didn't they tell on herself every time?
And you know,
I
a lot
don't
of
know.
people.
I don't believe this shit about Hosier. Hosier's not no bad looking dude. He don't have to fucking do that to get no woman. He got plenty of groupies that follow him about his music and shit. You know what I mean? And he may not be as famous as some of them, but he's semi fucking famous. He ain't got any. I just don't believe that shit.
Yeah.
Are them your pet birds, bro?
No, I'm sitting outside.
What are them little? What kind of birds are them? You know?
I really don't know because I got my bird feeder. I got bird feeders and squirrel feeders all around my yard.
Dude, that shit sounds peaceful as fuck, man. I'm listening to them birds.
It's so good out here today, so hell, I like to be outside whenever I can.
The bird whisper. Seeper, the bird fucking whisper. You don't be eating them birds, do you, Seeper?
No, I just feed them.
Just feed them. You ain't trying to swoop up on them and be Mr. Tennessee fucking fried chicken, are you?
No. No, I like to feed all the animals.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. That's good. That's actually shows good nature in you. Hey, you fuck with them hummingbirds too, or no?
Yeah, I got 2 hummingbird feeders up.
Them little fuckers are wild. Have you ever filmed them and watched them flying? How they fly?
I have. I film them in slow motion.
Yeah, that's just cool as shit, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and they're so fucking little, man. If you don't watch it, you'll miss them. You know what I mean? They'll be gone, in and out.
Yeah, I got a lot of different. I mean, I got some blue jays, some robins, some little wrens. There's a whole bunch of them around here.
Yeah. 15. That shit's still hard to believe. $15,000 for an interview.
I've even heard that they paid her $5,000 too.
That is crazy. That is fucking crazy. That's conspiracy, ain't it?
I don't think it's going to be good for them. I mean, they think they can just come and talk about it and say what they want to say on this YouTube, you know, but I don't know that that's going to go over well. Half-pack luggage says Seeper has a bird in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Yeah, that's a cockatoo.
You got a cockatoo for him? Is that what it is?
No, there's a cockatoo down in Chattanooga.
I just fucking with you.
I used to have some cockatoos. I had some Moluccans and some umbrellas, but no, there's a cockatoo down there. Boss Lady Bird, she's a cockatoo.
Bro, I don't even like talking about that lady over here. You know, hey, I will say this though. She is the first one that ever donated any money to me, I think. And then when I put 2 and 2 together, I felt bad. I was like, hey, you know that bitch hungry. I better send that fucking $10 back to her. You know that motherfucker hungry right about now. Oh, poor old. But you know, hey, I will say this. That side over there never fucked with me. I'm glad too, man. Like, you see people putting up clips, them over there hanging out over there, and I'm like, what the fuck are these people thinking? But Snaggy be over there though. Snaggy be everywhere.
Oh, that's his girl. Snaggy loves her.
I keep Snaggy warm in the winter, baby.
He used to call me all the time, man. What can I do to make things right with you and Bird, man? That's my people. She's really good. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, shit. Can you imagine going and get her for a date? You'd have to have a fucking rollback record. Come on, girl. Get up here and sit out. Hey, strap that winch on my baby now. Don't let her fall off of there.
She hates me worse than anybody, and I'm glad. And you know, me and Jean, we used to have fun bantering back and forth back when she wasn't around. Like his channel was doing good, you know, and everybody could go up there and banter with him. And now you can't even mess with him because she just controls that channel.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't watch that shit too tough over there.
I don't either. I make fun of them every now and then.
I see. Yeah, that's how I see it. Little clips here and there from different people and shit. But that's just like I fuck with damn Canadian boy. Nobody else don't fuck with him, but I steadily fuck with him because some of the shit that he said. And boy, he don't like it when you do the same shit back to him. When you give him the exact treatment that he gives you, oh yeah, he can't stand it. I think it's fucking funny.
Did you see it? Ryan hit it big time. He done made it on the big screen today.
Late day, what's up, baby?
What
How
up,
you doing
Day?
out there, sir?
Yeah, Carl done put him on the big screen today. I think it was today.
Ain't no fucking telling what that dude. He is a fucking wild one, man, for sure. And I give him hell, you know, like some of the shit that he does. Well, everything the motherfucker does, really.
Yeah. I used to feel sorry for him, but ever since he said all that stuff about his son and, you know, doing that stuff to him in his dreams and all that stuff, I was just like, man, I can't. Plus, if you go back, like way back, when he was recording his doctor in the doctor's office, he sounded like a normal person.
Yeah. Oh no, he has definitely changed his character. Like he's trying to act normal now. But you know, here's the thing. I don't think anything's really wrong with him. I think it's a fucking play for attention. He's tried to convince himself that he's fucking crazy. And he's fucking not.
Yeah. Yeah, I laugh at him. He's hilarious. I like when he puts those people on puts them on a big screen and starts kissing them and shit.
that shit is so fucking gay, dude.
And then he wears the wigs.
And he thinks he's not. He wonders why I said something to him about running around in panties. But that motherfucker is silly, bro. I was looking for Asmic on fucking Instagram. I can't find his name on there for some reason. I was going to send him the link.
Did you spell it I-S?
Yeah, it's usually, but that ain't how it's spelled. Which I don't spell or fuck anyway.
I think it is. Hang on.
Hey, send him the link. See?
Oh, okay.
Dude, and that's, I don't know. It's just so fucking weird to watch all these guys try to align themselves with a paycheck. That's fucking crazy to me, man.
Damn, now you say that, and I can't find him on here either.
Robert, it's all good, bro. I don't do it for the likes or nothing anyway.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why I said I-S. It's I-Z.
Yeah.
I've
always misspelled his name, though.
Oh, he said
shit. So you out running the truck then. That's what's up. Hell yeah. That's good. That's good as fuck. My dog being a fucking full-size Pete before you know it. I don't know, though. It takes so much more money. Hot shotting is the way to go if you're going to be in that business.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fucking work, though. I mean, tarping and strapping and fucking securing shit, you know. It's a lot of exercising. It's a lot of uncomfortable fucking sleeping. But now I have seen a few of those pickup trucks that they put them modified sleepers on, like, you know what I mean, for a long hot shotting. That'd be the only way to fucking go, you know, because it puts a bed outside the truck. You go in through the back window of the truck and get out there, and it kind of makes it go over the top of the cabin. That'd be all right. If you had fucking air conditioner, it would run without the truck being run. That's a hard life, but shit, it's good money though. Oh shit, see. So what you think? What you think your next move's gonna be?
Shit, I really don't know. I honestly don't know. You never can tell with those dudes. It seems like some weird shit every time they come around.
I know. That shit blew my mind though, with them having fucking white folks out there last night. It really did. I mean, there's nothing about that dude that's country. Now, you want to go get robbed? You want to see somebody get fucking smacked upside the head with a beer bottle? You know, you go down there fucking with them people. They'll hurt you down there. But that ain't country though. It's just weird to watch them clout chase on every fucking corner. You know what I mean? And here's the bad thing. Chop does pretty fucking good. He doesn't have to do that. You know what I mean? Chop's got the personality to do this shit, but he's getting so tied up with them folks that he'll never get past it. His channel's just going to get to a certain point and then it's going to stop.
Yeah, and I just don't understand why all these people think that they need to be tied up with each other. Like, do your own thing. I mean, you can be friends with whoever the hell you want to be friends with, but like this whole groupie thing you're doing.
Yeah, just steadily pushing the narrative.
Yeah, it's unreal. It's like, do your own thing and make your own way.
Hey, see, let me grab one more Red Bull. I'll be right back, Bone. You want one? I'll get you one too while I'm up.
All right, cool.
I'll be right back. Give me just a second.
All right. Yeah, I just got something sent to me. While I wait for Unc to get back so he can hear it. And this is crazy. It's the numbers, the Spotify numbers. I think Rusty's got a live coming up. I'm not sure. I got sent it earlier. No, this is no GHB in hers. So all the idiots that were involved in this will be in some shit in the end. Yeah, I don't think Hosier's gonna play around with this shit, and I don't think I would either. Just because, I mean, if you're trying to tarnish my name, what's up, Jimmy Hill? Tomorrow night, it's Rusty's. All right. Yeah, I mean, if you were trying to tarnish my name, I would be. I'd swim a river of shit to make sure it was right too. And I don't get it, because honestly, I liked it better when Chop and Hickorbilly were together. I don't know what their falling out or nothing was, but I enjoyed going over to Hickorbilly's show, cutting up with them. I just ain't going to go anywhere where there's a whole bunch of bashing of one person. I mean, I get it if you want to talk shit, talk shit, but when you got a whole channel that's just talking shit about one person, I'm just not going to be part of it. Don't mean I don't listen sometimes, but I'm just not going to get involved in it. And I really don't have no personal problems with any of them. I just, I'm going to troll the hell out of them. If they do some stupid shit or say some stupid shit, I'm going to troll the hell out of them.
Chop trying to say that live with that girl was a troll. Talking about the one with Hosier's girl. Talking about that live was a troll. That's not something that you troll about. See, that's not something you even really talk about unless you know for a fact it's true. See, they don't put that shit out not knowing if it was true or not. That's the difference.
Slop said he
I know it happened.
Said he was trying to get an interview with Kid Rocks the next day. Stop said he was trying to get an interview with Kid Rock. Well, I tell you what, it's gonna be real hard. It's gonna be real hard to get an interview with Kid Rock. I know him personally. I know him as Bob, but that's not gonna be easy to come by.
Yeah, no, heck, they were just trying to get Chop. Listen, that was a plan from the start. They was just getting Chop kind of used to going live and all that shit. That's why he was over there with Hick anyway. He was getting a feel for shit. They already had him lined up to push the fucking narrative. You can never convince me no different. Because Justin Tine's been involved with Chop from the very fucking beginning, and Adam and damn Goldie Mouth over there are fucking buddies. You know what I'm saying? And old Goldie Mouth probably got something on Adam, is what it looks like. It's what it sounds like anyway.
Well, I mean, the reason I say that is, for one, Bob just don't fuck with anybody, and number two, he don't do the internet bullshit. He's not gonna come on and let y'all use him for fucking to get your views up and all that shit. He just ain't about that shit.
Yeah, nah. That's I heard him say that the other day. I think he was talking to Joe Rogan and was talking about how he's passed up a lot of sponsor deals and stuff like that just because he doesn't want to get involved with that type of shit. And he damn sure is not going to go on a fucking YouTube panel where they're talking a bunch of shit all day. You know what I mean? He got more shit going on than that. Yeah. He got a brand to protect.
The only way that they would even have a possibility is that if they all drained their pockets. And it would cost a lot to get him on a damn show.
Yeah, and he ain't going to let him talk a bunch of stupid shit either. He ain't going to be involved in all that.
But I'll tell you, the only reason they're doing that is because they know Ryan's fixing to go out with Kid Rock on tour. Mm-hmm. Or he's fixing to do a show with him. That's the only reason they're even bringing Kid Rock up.
I guarantee it. I didn't even think about that until you just said it, but I guarantee it. Now that you say that.
Well, look, I just got this sent to me, and it says Spotify monthly listeners, Ryan Upchurch, approximately 1.4 to 1.7 million monthly listeners. Adam Calhoun, approximately 349.3 thousand. Then it says total Spotify streams. Ryan Upchurch has over 2.16 billion total streams, and Adam Calhoun has 230 million total streams.
That's a big fucking difference, bro.
That's a huge difference.
You know, hey, and here's what they fail to understand is just because a lot of Ryan's listeners ain't on YouTube getting involved with the shit don't mean that they're fucking winning. You follow me? That right there says it in itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Because I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of Ryan's listeners have just tuned out to the drama shit and just keep listening to the music because they could give a fuck less about Adam or anybody else.
Yeah, and there's a lot of them that ain't on YouTube. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
Not to say they're not on YouTube, but they may be on YouTube, but they don't come in our communities and shit. They just go on YouTube.
Yeah, they go listen to their music. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it. So, I mean, there's a lot of them that probably don't even know what the hell's going on in this country music genre.
They don't give a fuck because they don't listen to that goofy ass shit that they're trying to play over there anyway. Because let's face it, that's some goofy ass shit. They're trying to bring fucking ghetto thug, fucking hip hop into it. And that's not what kind of rap's about, man. It's just not. And all day, hey, look, they all wear fucking suits, bro. They all wear suits. They go buy their shit brand new. Go look at any of them. They're totally decked out. They just fucking went and put all that shit together like a Halloween costume. Do you think that they really wear fucking overalls and shit all day, every day?
No.
And I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of them country folks from up their way, that's what the fuck they wear, is overalls.
Well, I tell you, this is what I don't think a lot of people, and not to say that I don't believe the numbers, but some of these numbers with some of these people, I don't believe any of them. But my thing is like, why don't some of these people, like most especially Tom McDonald, why does he not have no
Yes,
RIA
Jay.
certified albums?
Who?
Why Tom McDonald for one? Why does he not have no RIAA certified albums?
Mm-hmm.
My opinion is what I think why. It's because they validate that they're legit.
Right.
So why don't you have those? If you're not using bots, then you should have some certified albums because he's got the numbers if they're legit. Why wouldn't you have?
Bro, it's all been smoking screens right from the very fucking beginning. Just like if you go back and look at his page now, he's done bought a shit ton. And I'm talking about Adam, a shit ton of subscribers. And you watch and see that shit's gonna fall off unless he keeps paying that payment on them. But it'll show every time when you go and look in there.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can drop a video tonight and spend a few $100 and I can have millions of views on it.
Mm-hmm. That fucking Tweaker album or Swan, whatever, it had 2.3 thousand views on it in 22 hours. And then I go and look back, and then all of a sudden it's got all these high extravagant fucking numbers. It's because that shit was bought. Let me see if I got it in mind.
What's the same thing Justin did to that stupid FedTed shit? I mean, do you really think that thing got millions of views?
Nah.
Plus, he bragged about it. Oh, it's number one on the charts. Number one on the charts. For number one, you put that shit in the comedy section.
Yeah. They bought, well, yeah, they put it in the comedy, and then he bought all that shit on there.
Yeah. Yeah, and in that section, it didn't take much to damn get you a number one on it. But, I mean, people don't realize how cheap a million views is. It's cheap.
Yeah. Well, hell. It's all about a fucking image so they can portray that they look a certain way. That's all it is, man. Imagine being that fucked up about social media.
Yeah, I don't know, this whole country rap, like I said, I think it's dying.
Oh, they've about fucking killed it. I said that a couple months ago. They about killed the whole fucking lane of music. And that's why they're so desperate. Now, rednecks and raves do not mix. You're absolutely right. Nothing about that shit is fucking. I'd get roofied. It's country. You want to have a rave? Go have a rave. Nothing but a party planner. Busboy is what he is, ain't he? Dishwasher. Ain't that where he come from?
Shit, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I heard. From what I understand, he was a busboy. He picked up dishes off the table, and he ran into Adam and fucking Ryan having lunch or whatever at a business venture. Is what I heard. Now I don't know how true that is, but I don't fucking put it past it.
Yeah.
And them fucking gloves. What the fuck is up with those goddamn red gloves? Oh, that's so he don't leave fingerprints on those victims. My bad.
That's some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen. I mean, every time I see him when he's out and about, he's got those stupid ass gloves on, and I ain't figured out yet if they're baseball gloves or if they're golfer's gloves or what, but it's stupid. I mean, you're 37, 36, 37 years old and you're wearing fucking gloves.
Well, hey, when he roofies them, then he don't leave no fingerprints. You know what I mean? I guess the only thing I can think of, because it's not cool. You're 40 fucking years old. He's closer to 40 than 30.
Yeah.
You know, bro. I mean, come on, man. making Colt their D-boy. Did he quit fucking with him or what?
Who, Colt?
Yeah.
I
know
don't
he ran
know.
off the internet for a little while.
I don't watch
His
him. Man. I
PSD
don't
was kicking in.
over there.
Yeah, I don't either. I just know they would show clips of him talking about quitting the internet and shit. Wish you could afford a good pair of coveralls. I know that's right, but that's what they wear up there, though, man. Am I lying? The rednecks and country folks up there, that's what they wear. And they're not brand new. I promise you that.
I couldn't never stand watching it over there when Colt was over there because, or whoever it was, I don't know who it was, because that stupid soundboard was going off every damn 30 seconds. And then it's always a plug of tell your mom, tell your dad. It's like, man, are y'all serious? I can't just get, I mean, I get it. Plug your shit, but it ain't got to be every 30 seconds.
So he ain't got to shake country people's hands. I don't know, man. It seems awful fucking weird. They just keep playing on that shit over and over and over again. This shit's been going on almost 2 years now. And they got a fucking show about Ryan every goddamn night, it seems like. And they can't possibly know what the fuck they're talking about. The man don't fuck with them. So what are they talking about? They just passing on hearsay information. They just be in a fucking echo chamber. That's all they're doing.
I'll tell you what, I got a picture that's the funniest shit ever. I'll have to send it to you. It was when they went hunting, and it looked like it was JJ, Adam, and Justin. And JJ was in front, and then it was Adam, and then it was Justin. But Adam had a crossbow on his back, and then Justin had like a shotgun that he was carrying sideways, walking through the woods. And I'm like, that's one dude right there that has no clue about hunting, because you do not walk through the woods with a gun pointed sideways like that.
No. I bet it's unloaded and pointed to the ground or pointed straight up in the air. Yeah, Ripta was just being a water boy. That's all. That's all Ripta was doing. Webbles. Yeah, Leeway. That fucking song is good as shit. I know you heard it. From Hit. Yeah, that shit is fucking funny as hell. They get, I don't know. They get points for that one. They say Adam was pissed off about it, which, I mean, I could get it, but I just think it's fucking funny. Oh, shit. Well, bro, I guess I'm probably fixing to hop off of here. We haven't been on here for fucking almost 3 hours.
Yeah, I'm going to go get me some dinner.
Doing Walmart. Y'all have a good fucking day. I was telling everybody bye. Hey, I appreciate everybody hanging out with us. Everybody.
Yeah, much love to chat, and I appreciate you having me up, huh?
Hey, let me ask one question before we go. If y'all, I was talking about chat. If y'all think that Hosier did that shit, put a 1 in the chat. If you think he didn't do that shit, put a 2 in the chat. Me personally, I don't believe he done that shit. I just don't see it. Not without somebody going to jail. You know what I mean? But it's fucked up to put that on somebody. It really is. That is fucked up to put that on somebody. And it's funny how they fucking put the worstest shit that they can, you know? Yeah, a lot of 2s. A lot of people don't believe that shit. And Jay Johnson put a 3. Oh, shit. Hey, but, like, am I wrong? Don't you go to the police, not to the internet? Who the fuck be talking about making an album or even getting on an album? What are you talking about? Hey, I was sexually assaulted 2 days ago, but my album comes out tomorrow with Just in Time. And a banger they got.
Yeah. I mean, Hosier's on his way to Nashville to...
I hope he puts her stupid ass in jail if she lied about that shit.
So there'll be a lot of stuff, because, I mean...
They'll be calling him a snitch next, watch.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do to protect yourself.
Yeah, but that's what they'll do.
I might add for that. I'm not sure just yet.
Hey, well, we appreciate y'all's. Hey, Seep, I appreciate you coming up co-hosting with me, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me up.
Yeah. Y'all have a good night. Peace.
All right.